Well, welcome back to another episode of Wrestling Around, and this time, to celebrate the new year, for the first time ever, we're doing New Year's Revolution. So we're going all the way back to 2006. But before we get into that, joining me is the world-famous Terry Snorer. Terry, how are we doing?
Good, lads. Not good today.
Not good? Why is that?
Been kicked out of my bed twice, Hannah, this week for snoring too much. So at 2 o'clock on 2 o'clock in the morning on 2 occasions this week, I've been kicked into the spare room. One night thought I was getting burgled, thought I could hear something downstairs, which was frightening, and I needed a wee at the same time. I was scared to go for a wee. This is after taking all these boxes off the bed, and then the second time I just fell straight to sleep. So.
But you didn't get burgled?
No, I didn't get burgled.
No, that's good to hear. Did you not think of investigating, or?
No, because I was too scared because I thought they might beat me up. I mean, I'm not an intimidating figure, am I? And then, especially if I'm walking around in my boxes, am I? Jesus Christ! When I need a piss.
No, that would have made me run a mile.
Yeah.
And especially if I need a wee, what am I going to do? Wee on them?
To be fair, it could have been well, that would have scared me. If I'm burgling a house and some crazy man comes down his boxes and starts pissing everywhere, I hanging about to find out what he's doing. I'm getting out of Dodge as quick as I can.
The only reason I thought I was getting burgled is because I had some like the wall move. When the wall like just creaks and movement, just general house movement.
Could have been windy. Was it windy?
It's 2 o'clock in the morning. I was half asleep, so God knows.
Could have been another bee in the bathroom. Or wasp.
And I've hardly been up in the loft, but I'm still very wary of going up in the loft as well since the summer. In case one's flown up there somehow.
Could be a full nest. Gotta be careful.
I'll tell you what, there isn't though, because I went up there. Some plumbers went up there about November time, and it was fine. So
just the big belly plumber to have a look at the loft, see if there's any wasps. Right?
I have 2 big belly plumbers to have a look for me.
Yeah, they can build them in record time. Just saying, be careful. As a man who has slept through a full night under a live wasp nest,
I wouldn't have been able to sleep.
Well, I was told it was dead.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
It was not dead. Why 2 o'clock, Peters? Is that just when your partner has enough?
Yeah, pretty much.
4 hours.
I assume so. Yeah, they've all been trying to get to sleep for a while, and I'm just going. I mean, I don't believe it happens because I don't hear it. So
no, it fucking happens.
No, it doesn't.
just telling you now, right? Less of that bullshit. It happens.
I'm surprised you actually went back to sleep. I thought 2 o'clock would be the time you wake up. It's not like that.
Hey,
the alarm was going off half an hour later anyway. So.
The morning after, I woke up late. I woke up at 7 o'clock.
Oh my god!
And I had to do some editing.
Holding a wee and all that. You probably was up another hour.
I had to do some editing for the old YouTube where you can find me at Bell Nation.
Oh, God's sake!
No, genuinely, I do it in the morning. So I was a bit worried about not getting it rendered in time, but.
Yeah, follow Terry Peters on Bell Nation on YouTube, where it gives him something to do once he's been kicked out of his bed.
Yeah.
Is that why you started the YouTube channel?
Well, no, because I won't be kicked out of my bed at that point. To be fair, the other half did offer to go in the spare room, but I thought no, because I need to edit my videos. I'll go in there. Because
so you was just going to let her go into the spare room with a bed that was full of crap, not because. This is my problem. I'm doing it. I'm keeping you up. I'll go do it.
I was asleep. I got woken up by the boxes being moved. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had a Scooby-Doo.
Oh, the more every day, J. Peters, the more and more I wish you went on blind dates or take me out. Date? What was it called?
What, like 6-year-old Peter? Take me out.
It looks 45. You're not old.
Yeah, what's the one in the restaurant?
First Date.
First Dates. That one. I wish she was on. They brought Blind Date back. I'll have you know, though.
Who presents it now?
Probably
Ryland.
Probably Ryland or
Ryland or Keith Lemon was my two choices.
I think it's Ryland because he does supermarket sweep as well, doesn't he?
Squally, what happened to him?
Oh, he's been and gone, hasn't he?
Stephen Mulhern.
Yeah, maybe it could well have been him.
Stephen Mulhern.
Ben and Kay, he's another one who's probably up there.
Oh, he's got to get something back, after.
He'll get something back after thingy, won't he?
Well, to be fair...
sorry, I tell a lie, it wasn't Ryland, it was Paul O'Grady. There you go.
Could have been on that then.
I mean, I prefer Paul O'Grady over Ryland as a presenter, so I'm happy with that.
Is that because Ryland does absolutely everything?
Probably, yeah. I don't really watch much telly though, do I? So.
No, that is true. Right. That's enough for Ted Peters and him getting kicked out of his his bed. Lou, you're joining me as well. How are you doing?
Sure, I'm alright. Just had to
nights?
make a quick apology to the Wrestling Around heads for last week's audio issues. I'm sure they're fixed. I'm sure these two will tell me this week if it is an issue.
I didn't think it sounded that bad while we were recording.
Instead of waiting until after the show.
To be fair, I thought you was drunk, so.
I wasn't drunk.
I thought it sounded okay.
Well, severe audio issues, but I'm back with a vengeance.
Well, as we always say, it is darkest before the dawn.
It's darkest before the dawn.
I actually forgot that was the thing until you just said no.
Well, nobody could hear him last week, so no one knows that it was darkest before the dawn.
Last week it was darkest. So yeah,
that's true.
Yeah,
no,
it
is.
It's like the darts commentator who says 180.
180.
Not the croaky voice one, the other one. It was normally on the day session.
Oh, what's his name?
You know what I mean, don't you?
Yeah, I always felt like a proper darts aficionado and say his actual name. Bob Crow. No, not Bob Crow. It looks like Bob Crow. The bald guy looks like Bob Crow, I think.
I'm not sure I know who Bob Crow is.
Bob Crow?
Yeah, saying his name again isn't going to make me know who it is.
Yeah, he looks like the
Bob Crow. I do know Bob Crow.
He's a guy who looks like the darts referee.
Oh, he died.
Yeah, no, he's dead.
I didn't realize he died.
Yeah, rest in peace, Big Bob.
Rest in peace, Bob Crow. Well, that's not what I was expecting to say today. I was going to ask you if you'd managed to stay in your bed all night. But...
Yeah, no, I had because I live on my own.
Well, would you? How much money would it be for you to live constantly with Terry Peters?
No.
And what's your price? Every man's got a price.
No, I don't think I do have a price. Like, the thing is, like, no offense, but I'd love to be a billionaire now. But you couldn't enjoy it, could you? If like Peters is around all the time, snoring. Actually, I suppose if I had enough money to buy could I buy a separate house of Peters, or could I buy grounds and have like a little flat where Peters can grow old?
It's basically wife swap, where you move in with Terry Peters.
Peter swap, is that what we're saying?
Yeah, except nobody goes the other way. It's just a break for your partner.
Yeah, I don't think there's any benefit for me in this. So I'm out.
So you get a financial package. How long then? Let's just say for I don't know, £10,000. How many days do you think you could last?
I mean, how long were we in America for?
3 weeks, was it?
2.5 weeks. Like
so probably about 2 or 3 days less than that, I would say.
And that's with a 5:30 a.m. wake up every morning as well.
Well, it's the new.
I'm trying to think. I think once the WrestleMania buzz had died down here in Chicago, I think that's when I had enough. So whatever that was, they're 12.
So it is. Well, as we found out now, it's not only a 5:30 alarm; it's also the 2 o'clock alarm.
It's all night. You need to my alarm. The thing is, I have shared hotel rooms and spare bedrooms with Peters. You should get to sleep first. That is my only advice.
Yeah, she does.
Sleep first.
She does, but I wake her up.
I turn my headphones actually when we go. That helps.
Oh yeah, she put
you listen to Peters. You listen to Peters now, and I listen to Travis.
I also took my headphones in weekends. Because I've also shared many hotel rooms with him.
Yeah, I took originally America for Tom, but it was 2 years all the way out. So.
I'm worse when I've had a drink as well, so God knows what I was like in Riga.
To be fair, in Riga, you weren't in the hotel room that often.
No, I was sleeping in the toilet live, to be fair. Actually asleep on the toilet floor. In a hostel.
That was hilarious. At the hostel, I'm pretty sure you could see underneath the door.
Yep. There was also CCTV in that hallway. I would love the CCTV footage of just seeing what time I actually went in there to what time I came out. Because I definitely woke up and the lights had gone off.
Yeah, so if anyone's listening who's in the Naughty Squirrels Backpackers Hostel, here we go.
Can we request that tape, please?
Yeah. And you know what, Pete? It's your own fault for buying absinthe. So.
Well, that morning when I thought I'd woke up and lost my passport and my wallet as well. After the absence.
That was the same morning you slept in the toilet, wasn't it?
Yep. And then thought I was going to throw up in that little cafe when I was eating them nacho things.
No, you ordered a bowl of chili.
That was it, yeah.
You had a bowl of chili for your breakfast.
You want
What you say now, Ross? Like you didn't have a pizza.
And I do it again. The only
Yeah, but
regret
to be
about that
fair,
pizza
I
I had
would
was
say-
about the small one.
I would say pizza is probably more standard for a breakfast than a bowl of chili when you're hungover.
The both have said.
A bowl of chili that he couldn't hold the pot of.
Yeah, because it was boiling hot and I burnt my finger on it, yeah. And my mouth.
I can't be sure because I haven't listened to it all back yet, but I'm pretty sure we mentioned this trip in
Yeah, we did.
the Christmas
We have.
special. But
We have.
considering I can't remember a right lot of it,
So if you want to know more of it, listen in the archives.
this
It's
is the guys
basically
Christmas special.
It's basically me and Ross being massive idiots.
Yeah. Get through it. Yeah, Lou's swearing, he's drunk, his internet, who knows?
Keep it together on holiday, don't I? That's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
I just realised what we didn't play that we usually play as well in Riga.
We didn't play Piccolo.
No, Shag, Marry, Kill.
Yeah, I think we probably did.
Did we?
Yeah.
I don't know, I was probably asleep on the toilet when I so.
You weren't in the room to play it.
Because I was going to say,
Let's do it right now. Mae Young, Viscera, and Mama Benjamin.
Oh. I've got some facts about Mama Benjamin, which I'm not going to tell you now because I don't want to sway your decision. Yeah.
I'd marry Big Vis because I thought that gimmick was hilarious.
I think I'd be marrying Big Vis for the protection, I think.
And those big pajamas still warm.
Yeah, do you think I would get a smaller pair of the pajamas?
I think so.
You get the same size pair.
Oh, I'd be right with that then.
That's the deal.
Do I get a sweet cravat as well?
Yeah.
I'm gonna shag Mama Benjamin and kill Mae Young, I think.
That's a clip and a half.
Somebody who knows what they're doing, clip that. Just play it back to him. I probably agree with that, Peter.
No. Well,
What's that? The Mama Benjamin alarm.
that was what I was gonna.
You ruined that, didn't you? What did you clip first?
That was what I was
an
gonna play off
advert.
YouTube, but an advert came up.
Yeah,
Ruined everything. So that's free promo for William Hill.
I'd probably kill Mae Young just because I'm tired of him. And she give her to a hand. That's all about. It's not something I want to be involved with.
I just realised that like two of the people I just said are dead, so that was pretty insensitive of me, wasn't it?
Yeah, rest in peace. Big Vis and Mae Young.
Mae Young is annoying in this, but we'll get there.
you can't say that. Just come on, yeah, she's annoying. Right, that's enough.
It's fucking annoying.
Right.
He's on today, Peters. Christ.
It
Friday
starts
night, he's
now, hasn't
looking
it?
at it.
What are we? 11 minutes in, and we've well.
No, Jagger's down
We've
here.
done what
You've
we've
done
done.
this.
I have done nothing. He suggested it.
Right. Well, you didn't answer, and now you have to answer.
Yeah, go on, Lou. You've got to answer as well.
No, I answered the question. I asked the question.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
No, don't
Well,
matter.
You have to marry Mae Young because there's more chance of inheritance quicker. Yeah, I think I'd probably kill this.
What?
Why?
Ah.
Because you want the third guy, and I thought it was going to be. So,
Okay.
Would you kill him if he was Big Daddy V, not Viscera?
don't know. Tough one. No, yeah, I think Big Daddy V was shit.
Right.
Viscera was good, wasn't it? And then it was just like, I don't know, because I was thinking the other day, like, we're just skipping way ahead to halfway through the show now. It was just like a modern day sexual chocolate, wasn't it? Like,
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Or was it like
and Mark Henry came back from it.
old school Punjabi Playboy?
And was that after? That was after, wasn't it?
That was after, yeah.
Punjabi Playboy was like 2010, wasn't it? Yeah.
But shall we?
Recycling gimmicks.
Shall we go to the start then, gents?
Shall we do it? Right then.
Yes,
This
sir.
is New Year's Revolution 2006.
Ding ding ding.
So it took place on January the 8th at the Pepsi Arena in Albany, New Jersey.
Yeah, it did.
11,000 people there.
I forgot to mention as well that obviously there's been a lot of events, and this is called New Year's Resolution.
Yeah.
And I've been disgusted.
It's
while
called
I've
New
seen
Year's. It's called New Year's Revolution.
Revolution. That's what I said, didn't I?
No, you said resolution.
All right. Well, I meant Revolution.
Well,
And I've been disgusted at what I've seen this week.
go on.
I went on the Pepsi Center's website now, the Times Union. No menu.
Oh,
Disgusted.
We're back.
Absolutely disgusted.
We're back on form in 2021.
I can't believe my eyes. You go online and you see some absurd things, and that was by far the worst I've seen this week.
We've been locked down again this week, but no, wrestling around is back to normal with the menus. So
There wasn't a menu, so I wasn't.
Well, you know what I mean.
Times Union Center, Pepsi Arena. Be ashamed of yourselves.
so we can just all we can take from that is 11,000 people didn't eat or drink.
They didn't have a drink, or they probably had Dr. Pepper.
Do you know what I've just realised as well? 15 years ago today, of time of recording.
Yeah, that's why we're doing it.
Yes, that's kind of the show.
That's the
show.
show.
What I mean is, but today's the actual date. It's the actual date today.
No, in kayfabe, it's Wednesday.
Yeah, it's Wednesday, isn't it, Peter? Well, we know he can't work out his days in kayfabe, can he?
Yeah, we do know that. Right, carry on.
Enjoy SmackDown tonight, everyone.
It was last night. It's NXT tonight. We're talking about. Come on.
Enjoy Raw.
Right. Do you know what I've just noticed as well, guys? It was 15 years ago today.
Whoa.
I know, right?
Oh my god, that's good. That.
Imagine.
Good facts, Ross. Good
Yeah, thank
research.
you. Cheers. That's what I do.
Nice top researcher.
This is a Raw only pay per view, so it's during the brand split, and we get an opening video of the Elimination Chamber. I think this is one of the better videos we've seen in recent memory. Very good. I think did Raw have the last up? This is Elimination Chamber.
Raw always seems to have the Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, there haven't been many at this point, have they? There's only been, is it 3 or 4?
Just I thought
There was Survivor Series as well.
I'm going to say this was number 4, I think.
Let me have a look.
Said 4.
Survivor Series 2002.
that was that the first one,
that
wasn't
was
it?
number 1.
Oh, and then there was the Goldberg one, wasn't there?
Then there was SummerSlam 2003, New Year's Revolution 2005, and then this one. So this is number 4.
And the next one.
And the next one we covered in the archives.
Yeah, Christ. That's the same
Let's
year.
talk about that one better.
Christ.
Yeah, I was shocked when I saw what happened in the year. Considering like now you can go like 5 years in WWE with nothing major really changing.
And now they're on number 20.
A lot changed in the year.
The next one will be number 27.
I'd say it is a fearsome structure because obviously I don't know about you guys, but I've been in the Elimination Chamber.
This is my favourite variant of it.
Yeah, well, I've been in the new version.
Yeah,
the new version's up like 20 feet tall.
You want a bit. This is the best one.
You know, I know what it's like to go in there. So you know when Lawler's saying like I don't know what it's like. Should have got me on colour is what I'm saying. Should have been in.
I'm just looking at the one they had at New Year's Revolution 2005. I think that looks a better match. When you look at the participants.
Is that the one where
it's Triple
Rob Van
H?
Dam nearly killed Triple H.
No,
that
was.
Is that the first one?
That's the first one.
It lands on his neck with his knee.
Then basically just said he'd never ever push again.
Last
Yeah, he was
one,
wrong though. He did. He just ruined it himself.
2005 was Triple H, Randall Keith, Batista, Jericho, Benoit, and Edge with Michaels as the referee. In San Juan, Puerto Rico.
Cool. Oh, they did mention that actually, that the last New Year's Revolution was in Puerto Rico. Should have really cottoned on then. I thought they was just talking about Carlito, not the real, not the Elimination Chamber match. So new. But yeah, I thought this was extremely well done, and it made the Elimination Chamber look like a big deal, which I guess it was at this point.
It still is, isn't it?
This beer that I've just poured. Look at that.
That does look good, to be fair.
Is it a 330 can? That is it?
It is, yeah. I've nailed that, haven't I? Continue.
Is that like a schooner glass? Is it then?
That's just a 330 beer glass.
I think you need a new day job if that's what you're doing. I think you should go into the career of bartending, but not at the moment.
The rest of the round bar.
Right. Coming soon, guys.
Yeah.
There you go.
I could see you there, Lou, washing glasses and talking to people about the problems.
Yeah, I could do that. Yeah. Barkeep.
Like Cheers all over again. Yeah. Talking to the bunch of regulars that normally come in.
But only about grabs. Like,
yeah.
I'm really upset that my favourite person's been up for the NXT roster for like a day and he's not WWE champion yet, and I'll sort him out. That's what I'll do.
I literally saw today, just because I think it's hilarious. Jay White was trending on Twitter, so I clicked on it to see what it was. It was just loads of people crying that he might go to WWE.
He ain't going.
It was so funny though. There was like Jay White. Jay White has the best character in all known wrestling. His gimmick's gonna get absolutely ruined. And then
AJ Styles, Finn Balor,
yeah, no, but that doesn't fit the narrative.
Nakamura won the Royal Rumble. I'm not having it. He was wasted. Like, yeah, he's not doing it right now, but it's like 40 something, isn't he?
Also, right, I'm a big Nakamura fan, but when was the last good Nakamura match?
Cena before SummerSlam, right?
Yeah, but you could count on one hand how many amazing matches Nakamura's had in WWE.
Yeah, but that's because he's not been booked right.
He got booked against AJ Styles and it was shit.
4 times. Yeah, that was a feud that kind of killed his momentum a bit, wasn't it? But
He got booked against Samoa Joe, and the only memorable things like that was the fact he kicked Samoa Joe's head off.
Yeah. I don't know. His NXT matches were all good. Like, you know, it's just his main roster was it got up to a point and it tailed off a bit, but it's still a good WWE career. I'm sure if you ask, I don't know, fucking Tyler Breeze, if he'd be happy with winning the Royal Rumble and a few Intercontinental Championships, it'd bet your hand off.
Well, Tyler Breeze once said on Twitter, didn't he? Someone was complaining saying they're wasting him. Tyler Breeze said, "How would they wasting me? I'm on TV every week."
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So,
is he still on TV, Paulie?
it's on NXT, right?
He's on NXT, you know.
He had another run as a tag team champions.
Yeah, no, he did. That's nice. Good for them.
But I just thought it was funny, all these people crying, saying, "Oh, Jay, he's probably going to earn a lot more money." And
yeah, but I don't think he'll go because it's too storyline driven, that whole promo. So.
And people might actually hear of him then.
Yeah, it's not going.
Here's another one for you. This is the second Elimination Chamber held in New York.
This is in New Jersey.
It's Albany.
It's Albany, New Jersey now. I've wrote New Jersey.
Albany, New York.
Albany, yeah. Albany. Yeah, it's where steamed hams come from.
Albany?
Yeah. It's more an Albany expression.
Oh, yeah, Albany, New York. My apologies, I did read out New Jersey.
Not Utica. What's he doing? Snooze that.
So the first one was in MSG.
There we have it then.
There you go.
So look, you'll be impressed with this. We've got Joey Styles, the coach.
Yes. Right, so I love the coach, as has been well established on this podcast. Did feel a very Sunday Night Heat commentary. No offense to the coach, but
there was one match.
Sunday Night Heat,
There was one match. The coach was great, absolutely great.
It was.
I
think I know which one he is, but it's classic. Yeah, it's alright. I miss Coach. I don't like. We've established this before. I'm not particularly a fan of AJ Styles. I don't know. He's like a country Joey Styles on there.
He doesn't suit. I don't think he really suits main roster.
I don't think he suited any. I just think he suited wrestling. But
who would you rather have? This is going to upset you in that. Joey Styles or Vic Joseph?
Vic Joseph, like, I know he sounds low budget, but
Vic Joseph is shit. Vic Joseph is awful. I'm not having that. He's terrible. Sounds like a cartoon.
Yeah, it's very. It sounds like it does sound like the commentary off a game. Like it's just like someone just praying random lines. But yeah, AJ Styles. No, just for God's sake, you're saying AJ. Joey Styles is all right. I just don't think he's that good. You know, when everyone's like, he's one of the best commentators.
No, he's not in JR's league.
I've been one around to Shivani. I'm a Shivani guy now.
Oh yeah, still Bob the Brain's king.
Even to this day, I'm a Shivani guy. His current work, but yeah, Joey Styles can't get. They didn't actually want it. They wanted Goldberg, didn't they? As in Mike Goldberg from UFC, not Bill Goldberg.
That'd be rubbish.
Comes out and cuts a promo, so it didn't even happen like it did on Monday.
Have you heard the story about that?
Yeah, they forgot they didn't do Drew's part.
That got cut, didn't it?
He could have ad-libbed, so he just came out and said the same thing anyway. You idiot.
It's recorded. Oh no, is it live?
It's live, yeah. I'm a big Goldberg fan, big WCW fan, but you fucking moron. What are you doing?
This is Goldberg who once ran the wrong way to follow a car.
Yeah, he's also the same guy who dropped his bat, so he decided to smash a car window with his hand.
And then put himself out on the show for 4 months, yeah.
The best of luck.
But yeah, they should have just let Drew speak first, really, shouldn't they?
Yeah.
Because
that'd be even funnier.
What are you fucking doing here, lad? Like, get the fuck out. Like, he's Irish now.
True magazine.
Get the fuck out of my swamp.
Yeah, it's also Shrek.
Edge against Ric Flair. That's the first match. Edge is with Lita. Ric Flair is the Intercontinental Champion. Edge is also holding the Money in the Bank briefcase. The first ever one. This match was alright. Only went 7 minutes. Explains why Edge later on has a TLC with Ric Flair.
Yeah, because it's that weird thing, isn't it, when they continue the feud, even though one of them's moved out of the feud.
Yeah.
I actually remember when the Ric Flair being done for Road Rage as well. Because that's part of the storyline, isn't it? It's weird. It's weird how this started when you think about it as that, and then with Edge being world champ.
The only thing I can really remember Ric Flair in this era is him taking off his jacket and elbow dropping it, and then elbow drop Mick Foley's book.
Yeah. What I can believe is this was only 7 years from last week's episode.
I was just going to say that.
Jesus, he's aged a lot.
Anybody ever aged worse?
Oh, God, yeah. He's proper saggy in this, isn't
he? There we go.
Make it that what you will.
Yeah, I was just like, wow, yeah, 7 years, that was it.
Was it 7? Was it 98? I was 99, was it 6?
99, wasn't it? This is 2006.
Yeah. Also,
Maths degree.
I'll let you go through the match first, because I've got an issue with Flair and Lita.
Right,
yes,
okay. This pay-per-view was not aged well in some parts. So basically, it's 7 minutes. It's just a standard match. Lita's trying to get involved throughout. Ric Flair does some motions towards her. Let's say.
I didn't even mean that. I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah, a lot of pelvic thrusting from Flair in this match.
I thought that was really funny.
He's just like a randy old man. His pants.
Yeah, it was.
Well, he's no different now.
Well, that doesn't make it right.
Woo!
Do you know what I mean? It doesn't make it. Oh well, it's always been doing it. Oh, bloody sex best Flair.
That old scamp.
Classic Rick.
He's always been thrusting in front of women.
He's not the only sex pest on the show either. There's a few of them kicking about here.
Basically, so Lita then tries to get involved. Flair drags her in the ring, puts her in the figure 4, and then Edge hits him with the briefcase.
That looks
It's brutal. A Ric Flair match, so of course Ric Flair is the Crimson Mask. Are we surprised he looks that old 7 years later if he keeps blading himself like that?
That is true, yeah. It's like an old style Cody Rhodes.
What it was for me is when he's chasing Lita around the ring, he was literally like within touching distance of her.
Yeah, he's old, isn't he?
I know. Yeah, no, but he literally could have caught her at any point.
Is this the Ric Flair? This you know he does that great back bump at the Money in the Bank at WrestleMania. Is that?
That was the year before, wasn't it? I think.
Is that the one where Edge?
Oh no, was it 22 that he's in it? Or was it 21? No, it was 22. It's coming up.
It's coming right.
Yeah, it's not happened yet.
I wondered if that maybe what Edge did, but no, that's still yet to go.
Oh yeah,
I think it was Unforgiven 05 that aged him.
What was it, Unforgiven 05?
He won the IC title for the first time, and you saw him go back to the limo with a lot of ladies. And then later on, there's a lot of smoke coming out of the limo. He opens the door, takes a drink of his champagne, and just goes woo, and goes back in with all the smoke coming back out of the door again. I think it was that night.
Nice. Flair's gonna fly, really. What's your only issue then? He catches Lita on the ring.
Yeah, basically, yeah, that is it. I thought the pelvic thrust in towards Lita was quite amusing.
No, my main issue is that he was trying to beat up a woman, and then the coach, being the heel, was like, "Yeah, that's what you get for beating up a woman, I guess." When Edge hit him, and I was like, "Well, yeah, isn't it?"
Yeah.
That was my issue with it. Like, she distracts him, so he thinks, "Well, figure 4 for you, love." Like that's the bit that I was like, "Yeah." Well, yeah,
is that not the best?
Right.
Is that not the best heel though? There was a kernel of truth.
It's not a kernel of truth. It's just the fucking truth, isn't it? I was like, Coach just comes across as a reasonable human being in this.
So what you're saying is, Lou, during this match, the Randy Sex Pest who's thrust in towards a woman and then tries to attack her is quite rightly beaten up.
Yeah, sounds like a good hero villain story, isn't it? Classic, really. Yeah, so that's my issue with it. Yeah.
Apart from that, then, did you enjoy the 7 minutes? Obviously, we know what's going to happen later on, but I imagine you'd be a bit disappointed if you didn't know that Edge was going to cash in.
For an opening match, I thought it was all right. To be fair, for a 7-minute opening match, there's some pretty brutal shots in there as well, like how Flair is still alive. I don't know.
Yeah, it looked like the feud was going to continue, didn't it? Which I guess is what you'd have assumed.
Yeah.
Had you not thinking that Edge was going to win the Money in the Bank?
I suppose if you wanted Flair to keep his title,
It's a way of doing it, isn't it? Yeah, and not
Edge
make
looks like a
and
bit
with
of a
that,
beast.
and when you look at what happens at the end of the thing, if Edge had got pinned in the first match, it'd look
Exactly.
crap.
Yeah.
So, all round.
Which, to be fair, is what has become tradition. Like after that, isn't it? It's always the Money in the Bank winner seems to lose earlier in the night, so you forget about him.
Yeah,
Randy Orton and Seth Rollins. That's the one that comes to mind, isn't it?
Yeah, but this is weirdly the first one, though, isn't it?
We'll get to that when we get to that.
Just going on to the cash-in, I actually think that Seth Rollins one is my favourite one ever.
At the WrestleMania.
Yeah.
No, it's
I
clearly,
didn't watch it live. Is it the Dolph Ziggler one?
Yeah, I watched that live. I was at uni. I was right into it, and I actually thought Dolph was like not like certain like I do now at the time. Obviously now I'm watching it. I think, oh, fuck Dolph, fuck you, Dolph. I'd love to see the Big E's there. That's the favorite thing about that.
Yeah.
And I think Ross, you'll probably agree that the best one is obviously Carmella on Charlotte after WrestleMania 34. All-time classic. Like,
You know what makes
have you ever seen a cash like it? I think it's just you had to be there. Yeah, it was one of those ones.
That's the bit. Is it Mickie there taking about an hour to cash it in?
I know, because I was getting so into it. I was like, come on. She's trying to cash in, you idiot. Get move on.
Oh, that's the one where she was trying to cash in for ages, wasn't it? For weeks on end, and no one was accepting a cash in, wasn't it? Yeah.
Right, she just stood there going, "Are you sure you want to do it?" She's like, "Yeah." "Are you sure you want to do it?" "Yeah." "Are you sure you want to do it?"
I'm screaming like, come on, kid, get on with it.
The problem is, once the cash-in's been done, it's been done, hasn't it? Because they did 2 cash-ins very similar to... I mean, we'll get to this when we get there. But this cash-in, and I think the next one was very similar at the end of another match. You know what I mean?
I love to see cash-in.
The one after this was Rob Van Dam, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was at the end of a match, wasn't it?
No, it was for the
Mad. It was... He had the match at one night stand.
I thought... Oh, was that...
Advance?
I might be thinking of the one after then. I couldn't remember.
Yeah, Punk did it twice.
It's Edge again after this.
Oh, it was, wasn't it? Because he won it kind of, didn't he?
Yeah. And then Punk won it twice in a row.
Yeah.
There's one that's very similar to this, the one that Edge does here, and it might be Edge again then.
I like to see the cash in on a different brand. It's even more shocking then.
Yeah.
Yes, and he used to spoil it. They used to spoil it on purpose when it was on SmackDown. They taped it on a Tuesday. And I'm like, oh, someone's won a championship, and bloody hell, get it on, see what happened. And it was always Edge. I'm sure Edge has cashed it in like 5 times.
I swear. He's got to be up there.
I think it's twice, did it really? But it seems like he's cashed in a lot.
So moving on then from a beaten bloody Ric Flair to
Big Dave, sorry, just gave that 1.5.
I didn't really go long enough. It's a bit harsh on it though, because the angle was there. It's what you don't. Well, I'm not getting. I'm not rising to it today. The angle was there. Deserves more for the angle rather than the match.
If it helps, you just get 3 matches at Wrestle Kingdom, 5 stars.
And of course he does.
And an AEW match in the same week.
I bet his pants like a fucking plaster of radio.
I bet the collective time of all them 4 matches is about 15 hours, isn't it?
But not Balor and O'Reilly. What's going on? What's going on, Dave?
And one's WWE, and you're not allowed to give by mark.
That's good.
So, I mean, we've been to Wrestle Kingdom, right? And we saw. Not Wrestle Kingdom. We've been to New Japan. We went to Royal Quest.
Yeah.
And we saw Okada Suzuki. I think that was at 4.5 stars, something like that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was high up there. I got bored in the middle of it.
Oh,
even.
It went on too long.
It's wrestling.
It went on for too long.
Good God. He needs to watch World of Sport, this guy, doesn't he?
Yeah. Right, move on.
It went on for too long, right? And they were just slapping. They must have spent about 10 minutes in like a 45-minute match just slapping each other.
Yeah, it gets savage, doesn't it?
God's sake.
I watched Amir Jordan have a dance-off once in a match. 5 stars all around for me. It's great.
Right, moving on. I'm not sure I want to move on to this, but we're moving on to it. Kurt Angle and Daivari.
Oh my God.
Todd Grisham, and these are the words out of Kurt Angle's mouth. I'll just quickly summarise the promo. Europe said the USA lose the war with Iraq. He loves France. It's his favourite country. Quite honestly, he doesn't like black people. And he wants to make Jesus tap out if he could pick anybody in the world. I'd never seen this promo, and I'd seen that, but I have not seen Angle ever rationalise it and says he can literally say anything, and these idiots will cheer him, and then they cheer him.
Yeah, it's kind of funny, but also I fucking hate this. Just for the same reason I hated the Jack Swagger, We the People. Sorry, no offense, Peters. The thing with Steph Colter.
He's still doing that strong now.
The thing with Steph Colter, though, where it was like actually like I feel like racism is a shitty way to get heat, for one. And two, like, imagine if he was doing that, say, in the capital of the free world, like, a couple of days ago. He fucking cheered, wasn't he? Like, yeah. It's just like it's just a bad way of getting heat. It's so cheap, and it felt desperate, didn't it? It felt desperate to get heat, but also, it's like Al Murray, the pub landlord. Like, you can find it funny if you get the irony, but there are, just for want of a better word, just like, fake idiots out there who don't get it. It's a joke, and will probably just be like, oh yeah, Kurt Angle's like me. It's alright to say that. I just don't like it.
It's even more strange when I tell you, on the 13th of January, I think it's either 13th or 16th of January, I think it's the 16th, and Kurt Angle wins the SmackDown title and becomes a face.
As a babyface, yeah. Yeah, I did remember that was around then.
It's just unnecessary. I mean,
it just felt really desperate to get heat. I think even putting him with Divine was like a desperate attempt to get heat, with based around the same. Yeah. Playing on people's worst prejudices, and I just think it's a shitty way to get heat in it.
We said about Goldberg last week not wanting to do the rape angle because it's too far. And what's too far in wrestling? Somebody who needs to learn how to say no is Kurt Angle.
Yeah, he's not afraid to get heat.
In the past year, he'd claimed he was bestiality sex with somebody, and that was just he said
just a flat out racist.
Yeah, very much. Yeah. Do you know what was worse? The fact he said the Jesus tap bit after that.
Yeah, that was the worst one. Yeah.
I thought it was quite amusing.
He's on one today, Peters.
That's Jesus, isn't it?
No, I think about the whole thing.
No. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's just a bit. Yeah, it was. That's what he was. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's for me, it's a bad way to get heat.
It's tasteless, isn't it?
Because there are people who cheer it, and that's why I don't like it. It's again,
and we saw that.
Landlord, but it's the same deal, isn't it?
Do you know what? And we probably saw that with most people on fucking Tuesday in Capital City. Fuck you guys.
I was just talking to Adam, but yeah, seriously, fuck you.
Yeah, you're a fucking idiot. And you get what's coming to you. That fucking orange piece of shit as well gets coming to him. So I'm sure he will. I'm sure the Americans will.
Well, I think again. They're talking about impeachment. They're talking all sorts, but I think the worst call is Foley called for him to be kicked out of the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I did see that.
That has to happen, though, doesn't it?
It does.
It has to.
I mean, they kicked out Hogan for a lot less.
I
guess Hogan was racist. Trump,
incites a riot.
Tried forming a military coup. It's
Do you know what I mean?
Well, the same, really, are they? But yeah, if you're kicking Hogan out for that.
Hogan didn't want his daughter to marry a basketball player.
Right, let's move swiftly along again. We're going down the hole. An uncomfortable hole.
Yeah, also, Hogan, he said nobody likes him backstage. Fucking surprised.
Yeah. Casey came and took his spot. Like, I don't think that's why, mate. I think, like, if you get there and Big E's giving the old stink eye, I don't think it's because she's taking his spot.
I don't think Big E's worried that you're going to main event the next pay-per-view. Hogan, bless him. Right, and speaking of old people, Ric Flair's helped out of the ring still. Absolutely blooded and battered.
Yeah, he just got out, didn't
he? It was weird. It was a running theme tonight, wasn't it? Well, that happened twice.
Old people getting out.
They're showing people after the match, like the loser after the match.
Oh, blooded and battered.
Yeah.
The next match then, we've got a women's title match. This is Mickie James versus Trish Stratus, who is the champion, and this is part of Mickie James's sort of biggest fan / stalker
obsession, innit?
Yeah. It's been going on for. I didn't realise he had a match before WrestleMania. That's obviously the famous one.
Yeah. I was surprised it didn't even start at this point, to be honest.
That WrestleMania match has been dubbed as well, hasn't it?
Yeah, it took.
Also, speaking of dubbed, they've changed the theme song for this pay-per-view.
Have they?
Yeah, it was stricken by Disturbed, which is an absolute It was an absolute banger.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I thought it was like very generic, the pay-per-view theme. That makes sense.
It wasn't the only thing dubbed as well in this pay-per-view, because Ashley's theme was.
Yes.
'Cause it was,
A lot of
Zebra-
themes in that match. There was all over the place.
Yeah, it was Zebrahead was her theme at this point, I think. I believe.
Yeah, I seem to remember it being different. But I wasn't sure if she got, because she became more of a big deal later on when she got like the Playboy deal. I thought that was when maybe she just changed the music then.
And they do recycle women's themes a lot, as I learned in that match.
Yeah.
As we'll get to.
As we'll get to. I mean, I ain't got much to say about that match, so that's something interesting.
I've got the most notes out of that match, predictably.
We'll save it. Right, we'll save
Really
it.
perverse. Right. Ever seen that? What's he called? Phil Schofield. There's someone about putting salad in a pasty. Have you ever seen it?
I've not.
So basically, Jim Oliver's on this morning, live on This Morning. For the American listeners, This Morning is, I don't know, what is it, Good Morning America, whatever they have over there.
Yeah, the one that John Cena presents. Yeah.
Half 10 to 12, isn't it? It's just a standard, it's not a magazine show, but a standard like morning show. Philip Schofield, I don't like him, but he's a national treasure. It's
in the same way that Nicolas Cage was, I guess.
Basically, Jamie Oliver, American, you'll know him as the guy who tried to take chicken nuggets.
Yeah.
British people, you'll know him as the guy who did take your chicken nuggets. He's on about eating a pasty, and he says, "Open it up and put some salad in there." Philip Schofield at like 11 in the morning goes, "Salad in a pasty, you filthy pervert." Watch it.
I feel like I may have seen that.
Just watch it.
I don't think I've seen that, but I want to.
Oh, just watch. But he doesn't like just say it. He probably shouts it at him.
If we find it on YouTube, we'll put a link in the description.
So it's Phil's going to be trying to.
We should really use the Acast tagging system, really, shouldn't we? So we'll tag it right now.
Yeah, we'll do that for this week.
Yeah. Remind me.
But anyhow, enough of that filthy perverts. Back to the women's match. I mean, this goes 7 minutes. It's not the best match these two will have. But Mickie James hits a Stratus for 2. She then misses a chick kick after messing about. And Trish hits her with a chick kick to retain the title. Terry Peters, what do we think of Mickie James versus Trish Stratus number 1?
We think... when Mickie James almost decapitated herself.
What was she doing?
When she did the Mika Karana.
I think
and she like landed on her neck.
I was really confused then, because the only person I saw nearly get decapitated was Carlito in the main event.
Oh yeah.
Which has a German suplex over the rope, so he's too far.
Yeah. No, she tries like some Mika Karana, I think it's called, and like it's half blocked, but Mickie James like lands on the back of her neck. Don't look good. The chick kick looked decent as well. And to get 7 minutes at this time for an actual women's wrestling match is pretty damn impressive. Let's be honest.
To be fair, the women got 18 minutes. I wish 11 minutes didn't happen, but there was 18. They got 18 minutes.
Yeah, they could have rebalanced that the other way around, couldn't they?
Yeah. This match went 1 second longer than the first match.
Yeah, it did.
There you go. 1 second.
7 minutes 18 seconds.
It is 7 minutes 18 seconds. I thought Mickie James won this for some reason, but obviously not.
She wins the one.
She wins at the Mania, doesn't she? I know, but I thought she lost it again before getting it at Mania. Do you know what? Fair play to them both for managing to carry it through to Mania as well.
Yeah, I didn't realise the storyline went on that long. I thought it was quite an interesting storyline.
It's a good storyline. It's a good storyline.
Felt like at times, but it was, on the whole, I think it was quite interesting what they were going for.
When you think, with all due respect, at this time, it is 2 women, isn't it, where they didn't get the opportunities they do now.
Mm-hmm.
They have quite a big storyline like this that went on for so long as well. Fair play to them both. 1.5 Big Melts gave this. I think this is a bit harsh.
I'd give it 2.5 at least.
Yeah, I think it's a bit harsh.
Probably at the time, I'd probably give it a lot more.
But no,
there's 2 women who are actually capable of wrestling. And
so, do you know what? They would. Well, Mickie James obviously still wrestling now, and Trish does every now and again. They could pretty much go toe to toe with most people on the roster now, I would suggest.
I remember Mickie James came back and had that match with Asuka in NXT.
Oh, love that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was what I thought. Yeah, Mickie James, because you're always unsure, right? Yeah, about the ones from earlier on. Can they do it with a new lot? Mickie James definitely proved that she could. I mean, if Trish Stratus was full time, she probably could as well.
Mickie James was like the one before Beth Phoenix, wasn't she? Was the one before the Revolution. They were maybe a little bit too early.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they messed it up by just putting her in that fucking stupid storyline with fucking Michelle fucking Cole, didn't they?
The Piggy James thing.
Yeah.
Which I was reading about this week, actually, though.
Haven't we covered this in the archives with those split title belts that you two hated? I actually didn't mind.
We covered I say we covered a lot of Michelle McCool. There was one match on it, but it was just like
it's too much. I think I've made my feelings.
I got a lot of PTSD in the later on in the bar.
Yeah. We'll get there. Speaking of PTSD, this next match as well.
Well, before we get to the next match, Ted Peters, we've got Maria interviewing herself, I guess.
This is when Maria's like just an airhead, isn't it? That's literally a character. She's just this.
Stupid. Yeah.
Don't go well now.
That's what Randy Teen's like, I guess. That was the point of it. I'm guessing.
She had good theme music at one point, like with legs like this. I think it was called. I think that was Zebra Head again, actually.
She only became interesting when she got involved in Santina Morella, and she was not the interesting part.
No, she was great in the in Bischoff's trial. that was good.
I think what would I been here? I would been 13. It probably was quite amusing to a 13-year-old. To a 28-year-old, you're thinking, ugh. Do you know what I mean? I think it has its time and its place for a certain age group. But not, not
15,
to us three.
Yeah, I think I was 15 at this point. I loved it. Yeah.
Yeah.
All this stuff. It's time.
I mean, I suppose you could say then it worked well for what it was meant to do, but I don't know. It's hard, isn't it? Because
something I did enjoy was Gregory Helms. I always liked Gregory Helms.
Yeah.
I preferred the Hurricane.
And to be fair, he called out Lawler's creepy old man routine.
He did. But Lawler, you know what I was disappointed about this time?
What?
Lawler wasn't hidden in a warehouse ready to jump out on it.
I was going to say that. What's the point in having a Jerry Lawler feud? He's not ready. He's not going to be on some shelves ready to jump out on people.
Listeners, if you're wondering what we're on about, go back to the SummerSlam 2000 episode and you'll understand what we're on about there. With
is it Lawler Taz?
Lawler Taz, isn't it? The first Lawler Taz, because then we saw it again at Unforgiven 2000.
And then Gregory Helms does his little thing, calling Lawler out, and then we get Shelton Benjamin and his mama come and arrive, and his mama tells Shelton Benjamin to go eat some food. Shelton Benjamin was Intercontinental Champion not that long before this.
Yeah, and he had that thing with Michaels, and he beat Triple H, didn't he? And that one that long before that, was it?
No.
Can I just move back to Gregory Helms and Jerry Lawler, please?
But do you want to save it for the match?
All right then.
Save it for the match, because before that we get Edge and Lita backstage.
Oh, what happened with Shelton Benjamin? Was that it at that point?
Yeah. His mum tells him to go. Yeah, we'll get there.
His mum tells him to go ready, and she'll go to catering and get some food for him.
So's the seats, because she's on the way to catering, and she's going to get a surprise in catering.
It was at that point, was it? Yeah. Cool.
She's going to find.
Stand down, Lou. Everyone else is coming now. Stand down.
There's some sausage in catering. Let's put it that way.
Oh, God. Edge and Lita backstage. They're going to go on the sort of the new WWE website thing. I can't remember what it's called.
It's
Access.
I can't think.
Access, like actual access, not like with X's.
Yeah,
actual access. Just spell like all access.
Do you know what I noticed?
It's just
Grisham.
Yeah.
Do you know what else I noticed? They're advertising WWE 24/7 here, which is basically the network before it was the network.
Yeah.
There were about 5 things on it, but it did have that Legends Roundtable, which was fucking quality. Like I've seen all of them.
He wanted a channel, didn't he? That's what he's going to go for first. It's a TV channel. That's why I bought the library. But I mean, everyone else slags him off, but the man is a genius. He bought all the tape libraries when they were going for now.
Oh yeah. WWE Network's great for it. It's like from pure business, you should have still left pay-per-views on pay-per-view like UFC did.
I don't think the networks are very happy, were they?
Yeah, absolutely brilliant what he's done.
It's good. It's good thinking. To be fair, he probably thought he was going to get more subscribers.
Yeah, But it's just. I mean, if anything, it's too much content on that way now. I can't keep up with it. I'm like 3 broken discussions behind.
I am as well.
I'm only halfway through Legends House.
They used to say, didn't they, if you watched it for 8 hours a day, it'd take you 3 years to get through everything.
Yeah.
I mean, and that was like when I was watching Raw and SmackDown weekly when I had Sky, and I haven't had Sky for at least 4 years.
Hey, so it's
Yeah.
because they've added all the independent stuff on there.
Exactly, yeah, and plus all the other originals and all the new Raws, new SmackDowns, new NXTs, takeovers, pay-per-views, and everything else in between.
But yeah, just imagine how expensive this podcast would be to produce. If you watch the network.
It's buying DVDs.
I was in DVD orders would be through the roof.
Oh god, our Daily Motion would be getting a lot of money off us. But Edge says to Lita, you do the go on the computer with Mr. Grisham because
pencil neck geek Todd.
Hey, he's a pencil neck geek until someone mentions TNA to him.
Did he not commentate on the Luke Campbell's fight last week?
Did he for ESPN?
Pretty sure he was the American commentator. Yeah, on DAZN or whatever it was on.
I think about the commentary, right? I don't know if it was him because I only watched the fight. I had it on silent. I was watching the rest of the card. Yeah. The commentary was awful.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Todd Grisham.
I know he got signed. He's the Bellator guy, isn't he? And
yeah,
I think the Zone was signing him. Maybe they did sign for that.
Sure, Todd Grisham's only 44.
Yeah, but he's sort of done really well for himself, hasn't
he? Yeah. Yeah, he left to go and like do Fox Soccer, didn't he? And
he presents
a lot of
he joined
he's not UFC commentator now. Or is he not?
Yeah, no, he is, and
did he not work out?
He's on the he's still at UFC and he's on the Glory network, which is a sports network, not
is he
not an adult network.
Is he the Zone commentator?
Yeah, Todd Grisham was on commentary for Garcia vs Campbell.
Yeah,
nice.
The commentary was awful. It was the most biased thing I've ever heard in my life. It's ridiculous. Whether I don't know what the summarizer was.
Someone's tweeted like terrible. Said pretty boy 100 times. I'm not going to read that out. But basically, then he just put awful commentary, and then Todd Grisham just put my apologies.
It was terrible. It was awful. I don't think it was Todd Grisham's fault because
that was from. What was that from? The Ross M on Twitter? Was a tweet there?
It was terrible. It was awful. I mean, I wanted Campbell to win anyhow, but I wanted him to win even more just to shut that stupid American commentator up.
Who was Todd Grisham?
No, it was the other guy. It was the actual Buns doesn't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, that was Lawler.
Well, I don't prefer Randy Lawler, I think. Anyway, Edge is there. They said to Lita, you do the access thing because I've got bigger things on my mind as he's holding the briefcase. Wink, wink.
Nudge, nudge.
Whale noise?
Yeah, why not?
you did it.
Right. I do many things.
Add whale noise to your CV, I guess. Well, if you want, if this gets, I don't know, 5 reviews, Toby Peters will do a full podcast in whale noise.
5. We've got 12 already.
Yeah, we need 5 more.
5 more. Cool.
Full whale noise. We all want to hear it. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe when we finally get a Patreon started or something, you can just one of the tiers will be every podcast but in whale noise.
Whale version.
You gotta expand the brand, don't you?
Yeah. Whailing around.
But you know what is the more of on this planet than anything else? The sea. So if we can hit the sea market.
I thought you were going to say whales.
I thought you were going to say Terry Peters.
Oh, God. There's only one, and thank God for that. That's the other.
Someone argued that's too many times, but yeah.
It's like high school DJ Terry Peters as well.
Yeah, there was quite a few actually. One of them died.
Rest in peace, Terry Peters.
Terry Peters.
He is an.
You can't say thank you. You can't say in advance.
You had Terry snoring today, not Terry Peters. So.
I was Terry Chocolate Orange last week.
That was a week before.
Or was it? I can't remember.
Special, yeah.
Christmas special.
Sorry.
We're in the archives, listen to it, Christmas special. We're going to the next. We've got Jerry the King Lawler against Gregory Helms. It goes 9 minutes. Some notable things in it. Helms joins commentary. Coach is absolutely living his best life. all the way through this.
The coach.
Helms reverses the pile driver, but the King wins after his fist drop from the second rope. Lou, what was your thoughts on this? Did you have something to? I know it was Ted Peters. Ted Peters, you had something to say.
Yeah.
Your bit's coming up soon.
Woo! No, no one needs or wants a 9-minute Jerry Lawler match.
It went on far too long, didn't it?
Well, considering this is the second highest rated match on the card, at 1 3/4, 9.5 goddamn minutes. This is the most random match as well that I think. It's like they've gone into a fishbowl and just pulled out 2 names, and this is what's come out.
So it started because Gregory Helms has stopped being Hurricane and become Gregory Helms.
And
King
there's
kept on
a racist slur from commentary.
That's nice.
Someone says King has more chins than a Hong Kong phone book.
Oh. Who was it?
I think it was Coach.
Yeah.
I think. I could be wrong, but I think. But that's definitely a bit of commentary. I thought, oh my God. Because they're going on about, like, Gregory Helms puts him in chin lock, and someone's going, which chin though? Look at how many chins he's got, and then that line comes out.
Yeah, that sounds like it would be Coach, given the
It's
context.
not going to be the neutral commentator. Joey Styles, is it?
So.
Yeah, that's twice. Come on.
Yeah.
Needs to stay in 2060 sure. So basically the feud come about because Gregory Helms has become Gregory Helms, not Hurricane, and Lawler kept calling him Hurricane.
I noticed Lawler did do the Hurricane little sort of arm thing as well, didn't he?
I just think, yes, right, yeah, put Gregory Helms in there to get the rub from Jerry Lawler. Yeah, see that. But why? I don't understand why the legends ever win.
In a couple of weeks, though, Gregory Helms would win the Cruiserweight title at the Royal Rumble.
More baffling.
I agree.
It's taken for ages after that, wasn't he?
Yeah. But
yeah, because he was actually doing quite well, but he didn't end up getting injured at the end of this year. I think he ended up on SmackDown, and he got a really bad injury because he was. I remember having like one-on-one matches with The Undertaker, and things like that on SmackDown. And he had that Matt Hardy feud, and I think he was doing really well, and it looked like he was going to go somewhere, and then he broke his neck and came back as a Hurricane like a year later, I think. I
always liked the Gregory Helms character.
Yeah, May 18th, 2007, broke 2 vertebrae in his neck, and then he came back on September 2008.
Yeah.
In a non-wrestling role.
Yeah. So Gregory Helms came back as a commentator / like backstage announcer on ECW, I think, but he was like just himself.
He moved over in the 2009 supplemental draft.
Fucking hell. Right, and then, but then, like, something would happen nearby where someone would get in trouble or something, and he'd disappear for a second, and the Hurricane would come out, and they were like, "Oh, who is the Hurricane?" Even though, like, obviously, he was well established at this point that Gregory Helms was the Hurricane. But yeah, but obviously, as a big superhero fan now, as I've become in the recent lockdowns, but he loved it. Great spot.
We touched on it last week, but it's people whinge about getting shitty gimmicks. He's been a fucking superhero, yeah. Well, everyone knows what the Hurricane is.
He said it on Twitter a lot because I think someone tweeted him and was like, "Oh, Free Count were great in WCW," and he was, "What? There's no fucking chance people would say that now." Like,
yeah,
like we were wasted. What are we dancing for?
He faced The Rock on Raw though in the main event as well, didn't he? Didn't he beat The Rock?
Chokeslammed him. Yeah, he beat some. Was it The Rock or Triple H? He beat someone.
It was The Rock.
Maybe The Rock. Yeah.
He did. Yeah. Thing with Triple H and Stone Cold today in the Rumble, which has a chokeslam on both.
Yeah. That might be it.
That was quite recent on that one.
No, he did it originally, and he did it again when he came back for the Rumble.
And then I remember New Orleans event that Eric Bischoff said he was good friends with Jimmy Hart.
Yeah, I've heard that rumor. Too good of friends, if anything. Then Mooney chugged a beer and we all laughed.
Yeah.
Right.
Bischoff clarified he was joking, as was the rest of the podcast.
So Jerry the King Lawler gets the win over Gregory Helms. We then go to Trish and Mickie backstage. They're talking about it, and Mickey's like, "Oh, she nearly had you," and stuff like that. They're going to Access. They're really pushing Access. It's like bloody Mean Gene again, isn't he? Pushing his friggin' phone line.
Yeah, I didn't expect Mean Gene to pop up at this point, but now just fucking Grisham.
Just Grisham. And then, Lou, I think you've got some words to say about this. Shelton's mama is backstage, and she gets a visit from Viscera. Lou, do you want to describe what's going on?
Yeah, I'll explain it right now. And this is what happened in it.
The world's largest love machine, Viscera.
That is what happened.
That's how we get. That's how we get royalty. That's how we get royalty free. But yeah, that was.
How good is that music?
I just loved how he played his entrance theme going into Karen. Like it's on the most
Lights went dim and went purple.
I can't believe that's what you're taking away from it.
I just think this whole fucking thing of like, well, obviously it gets worse later on. But I remember listening to like Brian Alvarez and Mike Sambrimi once have like a debate of like sometimes it's just embarrassing to be a wrestling fan. Like if something's on the TV, someone else walks in and thinks, "What the hell are you watching?" I imagine this is one of those times.
Oh, this pay-per-view for me was like that. As somebody who lives with a non-wrestling fan, I'd be embarrassed. I think a lot of this pay-per-view.
I think it was my 16th birthday later in the year where mum and dad were like, "Oh, you can put wrestling on in the morning because it's your birthday." And the first match that came on was fucking Viscera on it.
When he's humping someone.
And it was on, yeah, and he was fucking humping Charlie Haas, and it was on for about 5 minutes, and I think I turned it off in the end.
It is sometimes.
I've had one of those moments, but not with wrestling. I had it with the In-Betweeners.
Oh, it was just like an awkward, cringy moment.
Yeah, so it was the "I'll fuck your fucking fanny off, you twat" moment. I was watching that at home, and my stepmom was in the kitchen, and that played. She went, "What are you watching?" I was like, "Oh, for fuck's sake!"
Yeah, I watched Deadpool with my parents, which in retrospect was
that was a bad move.
It was a bad move.
Yeah, you probably could have done that.
I would rather watch this with my parents than that In-Betweeners moment. So. Because my dad said he hated wrestling, but he used to come and sit and watch every Saturday morning SmackDown. He secretly loved it, and he loved The Undertaker, and he loved Randy Orton. It was weird.
Sounds a bit like Jeff, doesn't it? With Booker T.
My dad just loves Booker T, and that is it.
Oh, there you go.
Booker T is his favourite wrestler. He doesn't know any others.
Yeah. I don't know, apparently Drew McIntyre was mentioned on the chairs this afternoon.
Yeah, right.
So the big fans.
But yeah, basically, people haven't guessed it yet. Viscera propositions Shelton's mama. But she's not having any of it. And then she takes his sausage roll off him, or whatever it is, or wrap or something.
Do they have sausage rolls in America?
Oh, they don't have kettles, do they?
I think Viscera wanted a bit of sausage roll that night.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's emailed. For the
No, they're just weird than that. They don't want one. To be fair, time of recording, it's only been out 2 days. So.
Yeah, still time.
If you want your kettle...
I don't have actually chairs. I just presume that nobody.
If you want your kettle, do you know what I mean? We can't be waiting around. Ted Peters has got 1 million kettles in his garage. That's why he had to move off his bed and he got sent there in the middle of the night. All the boxes of kettles that were given away.
Yeah, all the rest of our merch. It's coming out soon.
That was like, the bit of merch. Friggin' kettle. Love to see it. Someone knows anything about kettle designs.
Oh,
man.
I've just checked the Wrestling Around Outlook, and we don't have any offers for the kettle, but I do want to make sure that we are. Wait for this momentous. We are the 109th most popular wrestling podcast in the United Kingdom.
Yes.
Woo!
We're 103rd in Australia, so big up Australia.
Out of how many?
In clutch.
It doesn't say how many, but
Does it matter? Does it matter?
A random bloke called Carlos has emailed.
Thank you, Carlos. Big fan of the show,
Carlos from where's he from? Pod Status.
What have we always said? Wrestling Around is worldwide. Proof is in the pudding.
109 most popular wrestling podcast in the UK.
109, baby.
Well, obviously. Pointing out in the bio fucking immediately.
In the top 110, that's all that matters, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll put that in the top 110 podcasts.
Comfortably in the top 110 podcasts. Yep. That's what it is. You gotta love it. But if you do want the kettle, then let us know at wrestlingaroundoutlook.com. That's enough of Viscera and Shelton's
I'll tell you what you won't love.
What is that?
It's this goddamn next match.
Yeah, that is true. We've got Triple H against the Big Show. So there's a video recap.
Oh God.
Basically, Big Show is one half of the tag team champions with Kane, which I hope we do some more of them in the future when they have a match because they're genuinely one of my favourite tag teams.
It works, doesn't it?
There's one bit when we do a Big Show, I can't wait for that. We've got some moments there. But basically, Triple H and Big Show are having little arguments. Triple H is in a match with Kane, so you can go in the Elimination Chamber. Big Show gets involved in a double chokeslam Triple H. Triple H gets a bit angry at that and then smashes Big Show's hand in. And then what Big Show is wearing, what can only be described as the most ridiculous cast I've ever seen.
It's a comedic cast, isn't it? It's like what a cartoon wears when they break the leg.
Yeah, on his hand. On his hand.
So a normal cast would have your fingers and thumbs out of it. This is a club.
Yeah. It's like...
He's basically clenched his fist shut. And then they've, plaster of Paris it, basically, haven't they?
They've cast his hand.
Yeah.
His fist.
His fist, yeah.
So basically, he's got a sledgehammer on his hand. So the whole thing going into this match is Triple H tried to handicap the Big Show, but as he just made him stronger. It's just ridiculous. You just need to see it. It's absolutely ridiculous. The match goes 16 minutes.
Oh my God.
Not much happens. Triple H rips the cast off. There's a ref bump. Pretty cool. Big Show breaks the sledgehammer with his broken hand, which to be fair, did look broke. It was like red, wasn't it?
Yeah,
and I can't tell if he's just got really big hands anyhow, but he has.
I was going to say,
remember to put the cast on a little too tight, like stop the blood from getting there.
It was like bright red, wasn't it?
It did look swollen, but whether they've done something to it or not, I don't know. But
I mean, everything looks swollen on the Big Show.
Yeah, and he was very big at this time, wasn't he? As well.
Yeah, he was.
This
match was very much like the Lawler and Gregory Helms match.
Not too long.
No one asked for it and no one wanted it.
It was weird that they weren't in the.
Wow.
It's weird that both of them were in the chamber, but I guess they're putting new stars in there, so you can't complain.
It was starting to work, so they had to rebook the full chamber if these two were in it.
Triple H had been in every chamber up until this point.
Well, was this not just after the Reign of Terror?
Yeah, I suppose he ended up main event in WrestleMania with Cena anyway, didn't he? So he didn't need to be in a title match at this point.
I thought this match was so boring. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, it was slow.
This is probably my least favourite match on this card, barring the Brian Panties match.
So, as Lou's a big fan of that one, as we get to.
I said I got some notes. I got some notes. Right.
Did you pop something in that Brian Panties match as well?
Popped a rating on Wrestling Around because first podcast.
109, baby. That's coming on a t-shirt. So Big Show slaps the sledgehammer, which looks pretty cool. Triple H has to use a chair. They go outside, the rest down for ages. Triple H hits Big Show with the broken sledgehammer, and it's the pedigree to win. And then hides the sledgehammer, which I liked. Hits the sledgehammer from the ref. 16 minutes. Triple H is the winner. The commentary team is saying, if Big Show was fully fit, would he have won? I guess it's
it was a good out for Big Show, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I was disappointed because this was during the reign of Big Show and Kane that there was no Big Show and Kane moments because I love them as a podcast. I'm coming for you, Kane.
They were the best tag team.
I think of underrated tag teams, Big Show and Kane are right up there for me because they were great.
Big Dave gave this 1.5, and I think that's been generous.
No, because he had one really good thing in it, and that was Big Show's old theme. It's great. It's had no energy. His new one's just too slow. Bring this back, Show. When Show goes into the Hall of Fame, I hope he comes out with this theme, not the old one, not his new one.
What did you make of Triple H's moustache?
It's beautiful, isn't it?
The guy does Motorhead, doesn't he? Like
the old handlebar.
Goes to one Motorhead gig, and this is what happens.
It's that one of the things on Twitter, innit? Listen to Motorhead once.
Yeah.
I thought this. It is what it is. Is this ever going to be a good match? Triple H and the Big Show. Triple H is slow anyhow, and I don't think Big Show should do big long match.
Random feud to have. I guess you got to get them both on the card, put them against each other.
I would have put Triple H as like
against Viscera. Yes.
I think
this.
I don't know what the best way to get Triple H on this card would be. Maybe special guest ref.
I feel like the Brian Panties match could have been more star power.
Good to me, my mustache.
Triple H could have. No, actually, had fucking Moolah in it.
Very young as well.
Oh, Christ. I just sometimes I don't think they need to be on.
Yeah, he didn't, did he? Let's be
I would
honest.
agree with you normally, Ross, that they want a lot of star powers in this anyway. Like,
No.
But this
again,
match
there was
gonna-
like a 9-minute Lawler match. You know what I mean? Like in the
Which what happened when you put 4 of your biggest stars in one match?
Yeah, that's the issue with booking like main events like the Elimination Chamber, isn't it? Like,
And the other issue is the other thing is, speaking of star power, is I know we've not got there yet, but the next match as well is over 7 minutes long.
guess what you could have done, which would have been probably could have been slightly better, I think. No, because it's be harsh for Big Show. Would Triple H Kane have been a better match?
Big Show could have done Kane's job in the Elimination Chamber.
Yeah. Let's be honest, Kane didn't really
But then
do
I
a
guess
lot in the Elimination
they
Chamber.
had
did
that
he?
feud. They had a feud a year before, actually, with the mask and that. However, that was 2 years before.
Yeah,
I don't know. It was what it was. Maybe just don't put it as long. Or put it like a no DQ.
Yeah, but none of the other matches deserved any more minutes apart from potentially Edge.
Yeah.
and maybe Mickie and Trish.
Yeah, maybe.
Either way, it wasn't good.
You just put more Viscera segments then for me.
Well, like
Do you know what? I'd have probably enjoyed more Viscera segments than this.
Christ. We go backstage. Chris Masters and Carlito. Carlito says to Chris Masters,
Now this is a segment.
"Yeah, this was alright, wasn't it? Was that? I thought there was a tag team anyhow at this point.
Yeah, they were. They were the Masters of Cool at one point. I don't know if it was now or a bit later on, but they became the Masters of Cool.
They ended up having a tag match at WrestleMania, didn't they, against Big Show and Ken?
That might be it.
So this might have been when they formed the.
I was going to say sort of sowing the
team,
seeds.
Yeah.
Carlito's only 41 now.
Yeah, basically, Carlito says to Chris Masters, "We're the only two in the Elimination Chamber who haven't won the title before. We should work together." Chris Masters is into it. I liked Carlito. Neil Applefig. I think Chris Masters had an upside.
Yeah, he did. He just couldn't, stay.
Masters. I mean, this was Masters' 23rd birthday as well.
Yeah.
I mean, they did ruin Chris Masters after this when they had Lashley break his mask lock.
Yeah. I mean,
but I think he'd already failed the wellness policy at that point, wasn't it? Like, I think he was damaged goods anyway.
Right.
By the time I got to that.
I'll tell you what I did find funny in this, actually. When Carlito slaps him at the end and gets covered in his baby oil and just sort of wipes it on himself.
It's Carlito's little faces, which are...
Did anyone notice Carlito's t-shirt in the back as well? So he's wearing the same one. It was hung up as well.
Was he not just wearing the "I spit on the face"? People
but the same t-shirt he's wearing is hung up in the back. So it just so it's obviously showing that he's got changed there as well, which is quite cool. That he's not just randomly bumped into Masters.
What I liked is the fact that they foreshadowed New Blood getting a WWE title.
Yeah.
Because, they're like, I want to be good if, someone new won it. And it did. I mean, not one of them two. But
that would have been shit,
That
would have been shit. One of them won it and then they got lost straight away.
Yeah, it would have been. It was like when Roman won his first one, wasn't it? It just didn't really work, did it?
Was that the 5:15?
Yeah.
Yeah, Sheamus 5:15.
Yeah, and they almost sound like that one didn't happen, though, don't
they? Christ. Do you remember that?
That was I stayed up for that. Never again.
Ouch.
The King rejoins commentary team. Looking at a 3-man booth, just in time for. I
was just thinking. I thought Coach is going to make it all the way through. I was like, I can't believe that it was Coach and Styles commentating on what an amazing moment.
Coach stays on, doesn't he? Coach stays on.
He stays on, but I thought it was just them two.
I think
Lawler had a bit of Gary test of the situation. It's gone from Sunday Night Heat to pre-show now.
They had a 3-man booth anyway on Raw at the time, didn't they?
Yeah, it was every on it. Yeah, because they tried Coach as lead commentator, but it didn't work, did it?
Because they did try Joey Styles as colour, didn't they, for a bit?
Yeah. Yeah, Coach as lead was just I think in the promo about how bad it was in the end, a little scared to get him off it, but yeah. Coach.
Because Joey Styles gets took off, didn't he, until he does the ECW, the hardcore match with
the Mania, and then he sort of goes, doesn't he?
So he gets replaced by Jim Ross at Mania and comes back just for that match, and he gets took off at Backlash, and then he cuts the promo saying I didn't even get to call Backlash, and he quits. And then he ends up on ECW like a month later.
Did he go to do the like WWE.com or something as well?
Yeah, that was after like a year or two on ECW, I think.
Is that what it was? Right.
Adam came in.
Christ. Enough of Adam Lowe. So we've got Shelton Benjamin against Viscera. Benjamin's obviously with his mama. And did you know that Shelton Benjamin's mama was a star of the sitcom Thea on ABC, and she was the first African American female comedian to have a sitcom named after her.
Ah,
Well done.
well done, Thea.
Well done,
So
Thea.
she's actually legit. Because I just clicked on it. I was not expecting this to have a Wikipedia article.
Yeah. Was she quite young, do I remember? In terms of, like, she obviously, the actor wasn't old enough to play Shelton Benjamin's mum.
I'm not sure.
Because she didn't look that old to me. She looked like a young woman dressed up as a old woman.
I think she's in about her 60s now, so probably.
I think she was in the 80s.
So she's 64 now, so what would she have been?
15 years ago, she'd been 49.
49, yeah, so no way is she old enough to be Shelton Benjamin's mama.
Yeah, she could have been.
No, well, not when
Shelton's in his 20s.
Is
it? But yeah, I mean, it seems a bit mad that she had her own sitcom and now she's on Shelton Benjamin's mama. I mean,
everyone moves up eventually, right?
Yeah.
He was 29 at the time, so yeah, she probably could have been then. Actually, I'll give you that.
It might have been something. It might have been Brothers Claire's mum and Chess Club.
Right. Well, I can't wait till we do some of the Funkadactyl or the Funkasaurus and the Funkadactyls.
Funkadactyls. That's
It was the Bridge Club, not a Chess Club. I apologise to all those chess and bridge players out there.
Yeah, good. Yeah, not a lot happens in this. Obviously, Viscera humps Shelton Benjamin whilst pointing out the mum, because why not? Then Mama Benjamin Viscera uses a pass onto Viscera, and Benjamin hits a spin kick and wins. 7 minutes of Big Vis. Lou, do you feel like you wasted your time?
It's a long time, wasn't it? It was 7 minutes.
The crowd did not buy into this.
No, it was just very boring. And what I thought would have made it better was if Shelton had used his T-bone suplex at the end. I think this.
He's a strong boy, isn't he, Shelton Benjamin?
The kicks look pretty weak, didn't it? I thought they can't be ending on that, can they? But I guess the joke was that there was bricks in Mama Benjamin's bag.
In Mama Benjamin's bag, yeah.
But yeah, no, T-bone suplex for me. If you just grabbed him, T-bone suplexed him, be great, wouldn't it?
I mean, the crowd did not give a shit all the way through, did they?
I didn't give a shit
it's
all
weird.
the way through.
I thought it was weird that it was like Shelton Benjamin had so much potential. Yeah, now he's probably doing his best work now, and he's like 47 or how old he is. So he's 40, isn't he?
45.
45 years now. He's doing his best work in the business.
Yeah, it's just one of them. If you look back and think, why didn't he get more? But then he won the Intercontinental title before this. Then he did this, and then his mum wasn't there for that long. His mum.
I also think the Shawn Michaels super kick thing was something that WWE overplayed and sort of built him around that, and he then couldn't replicate anything like that again.
Yeah, he did the ladder run.
Yeah, well, okay. What I mean by that is then he became a spot man, didn't he, rather than a wrestler. And
it was just. I don't know.
It's disappointing. It's disappointing because he was really good and you can tell he's talented. But this storyline doesn't help though, does it? Come on.
It is with the Intercontinental title because of this storyline.
But he could have done that without Mama Benjamin. Mama Benjamin didn't need to be a thing. I think what he needed to do was have a losing streak, but then sort of like just without Mama Benjamin. It's one of them where he like sort of and then gets a lucky break and wins the Intercontinental title to break his losing streak. Do you know what I mean? Just something like that. Whereas in like a fatal four-way match and gets a quick pin, and then
with the help of a old lady.
No, without the help of an old lady.
World's largest. Maybe it could have been a tag team with the world's largest love machine. I don't know.
The gold love machine.
It was weird, wasn't it? Thinking like apparently, like a couple of years before, everyone was putting him in the same group as Brock Lesnar, saying he was like a more talented.
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar's talented roommate. And now he's out being humped by a big fist in front of his mum.
Big Dave gave this -2.
Yeah. I swear to God though, if it had that fucking T-Man suplex at the end, 5 stars. So
Again, I'm going to say this for not the first time this evening. No one needed it. No one wanted it. And do you know what?
and it wasn't even advertised as well, was it? Like,
nobody asked for it.
it was
And do you know
Not
what I
done
mean?
it.
Frankly, no one cared about it either.
This
yeah,
could
I
have
guess
easily been the
segment
walk
on
on it.
Raw where like 3 or 4 of those 7 minutes took up by an ad break.
This
It would have been fine.
This needed to go about 3 minutes.
Yeah.
The only bit the crowd enjoyed is when the chop happened on the barricade.
I wouldn't even say they enjoyed that much.
Well, only them people on the front row that were right in front of it enjoyed it.
But right, I think that's had more time than it deserves. When they go backstage to Shawn Michaels with Vince McMahon, Vincent's basically saying to Shawn, "You're first in the Elimination Chamber match. Nobody's ever won it from first." And Shawn Michaels tells him all the things he's done that nobody had ever done before.
Is this when it leads to Shawn Michaels and God?
Sure is.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
Christ,
feud started quite early on than I thought, yeah.
They did the X got together, didn't they? Because didn't Shawn Michaels have a match with Vince?
Shawn Michaels and God was
Backlash.
at Backlash.
Is that after?
Yeah, it was Vince and Shawn Michaels 1-on-1, and then God got involved in Backlash.
Fucking
There was
God.
a street fight, wasn't there, with Shane as well?
Was that on Saturday Night's Main Event? I love that Saturday Night's Main Event.
Yeah,
It's not long. It's not long enough for an episode, but
They brought Saturday Night's Main event back, didn't they?
Yeah, maybe we'll figure out a bonus episode.
Is that the one with JBL and Stone Cold having the beard?
Yeah, and then it was main event versus main event in the main event, right? Like it was a 3-on-2.
Yeah.
It's something like 1.5 long, but maybe we could sneak another bonus episode out for that in March.
I think
We'll have a look.
do that.
Comes
Yeah.
around. So that was good stuff. Speaking of stuff that wasn't good, we have a Brown Apprentice gauntlet match.
Oh, my word.
I'm going to quickly run through it. So Maria beats Candice Michelle. Maria then beats Tori Wilson. Victoria then beats Maria. Moolah and Mae Young come out. Lou, I'll hold and you can talk about that in a minute. Ashley then beats Victoria. Ashley wins. Strips anyhow. 11 minutes.
Do you want to go first or shall I?
I mean, to me, like I said, I got a lot of notes, but mainly it's about the entrance themes.
Well,
So
that's the most interesting thing about this match because nobody wants to see a Brown Pants match.
like
It's not
first
aged
of all,
well.
Maria comes out to Alicia Fox's music, and then
Yeah,
Tori
she
Wilson
does.
comes,
I didn't pick
and
up
then
on that until
and
now.
at first I was like, bloody Foxy, she wasn't in the she wasn't in WWE at this point. She was still planning weddings, and then. And then I got PTSD when I thought Michelle McCool was coming out.
Yeah, I thought Michelle was cool.
But it was bloody Tori Wilson. Heel
Lily-
Tori Wilson.
Lillian Garcia also had that music at one
I don't
point.
know. Yeah. No, but then she sings her own now, isn't she? She's a successful singer.
Yeah, she's a successful singer.
Gillian Garcia.
Gillian.
Gillian. And then, but my favourite bit about the whole match, so other than like, we'll get, I think the Mae Young thing that says separate bit,
Oh.
but was when the coach was talking about Maria, and he just dead seriously went, you know, they talked about Shawn Michaels winning the Royal Rumble from #1. This could be the same. Like, they just did it so deadpan. It was fucking hilarious. Because even Styles was like taken aback by what he just said. Like, what?
Yeah.
I just love that he was for a brief moment taking it as a serious athletic contest.
I mean, this went 11 minutes, and I know you need the come down match 30 before the main event, but when you're coming down from Fist of Shelton Benjamin,
That should have been the come down match.
Yeah, it was just it's a bit much. Like, I like the fact that Victoria's t-shirt is said like that. She's got some roof because that's probably what I meant. So I'll go into it. Like, but also when fucking Mae Young came out,
And literally almost got Victoria's tatas out as well.
yeah, I thought because I was watching, thinking, you know, obviously everyone remembers the cat or whatever that was.
yeah.
But I was like, I don't remember this one being like a controversial moment.
No.
Like, but it looked like you could see Victoria be like, seriously, you gotta take my fucking bra off.
Honestly, yeah.
And she was going for it. This just fucking old woman in her
Literally, that
bra
was
and
it, like,
pantaloons.
that was it though. It was like if Victoria hadn't like basically told the old senile woman to go away, her tits would have come out on telly.
He said it.
And
He said that.
and she had to put it back on.
Well, it was because at one point
had
she
to
was
put that
literally.
gold thing back on.
You could literally see Victoria go, no, just take this bit off. Take this
Yeah,
bit
yeah.
off. Oh, good
I
God.
mean-
The referee was like, come on, man.
The thing is, it's not aged well at all.
Well, you know, how
I
well
don't
is
know.
it?
I think. Do you know what? I think at this point it was already like past its like.
Yeah. Well, that's
Yeah.
what I mean. Yeah. I mean, Muller's a piece of shit anyway, isn't she? We all know that now.
Yeah, that is true.
So it didn't need to be done. It just didn't need to be done. Cousin Tom was in the crowd this night as well and didn't look impressed with Mae Young at all.
It's not your fucking cousin, but also.
All right. Lou and Ross's cousin Tom.
You're not in the family.
I'm the third brother.
You are not. Leave us alone. Christ, needed to be said.
Stop scaring my parents.
Hey, I'm coming to your next family clue.
There's a restraining order in place. Please adhere to it.
Going back to the music as well, this is not Ashley Mazzaro's theme song.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Ashley, by the way.
Yeah, rest in peace. She was meant to be coming back, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was. Again, I was 15. She was my favorite.
Oh yeah, she was she was really nice.
She actually accepted my friend request on MySpace.
And I had Edge as a friend on MySpace.
Yeah. Was it actually them, or was it?
Yeah, no,
it was actually them.
Yeah, it was actually them.
It was actually them.
Well, I had
when you accepted everyone, it's no different to like liking someone's page on Facebook. It felt like
no, Edge once declined me, and then I had to re-add him, and he accepted me.
Okay, now.
Who does that? But yeah, when it comes to like Ashley Mazzaro's accepted your friend request, what a day.
Here's one for you. Drunk Terry Peters' brother.
Is that Terry Peters' brother was drunk, or Terry Peters was drunk?
No, Terry Peters' brother was drunk.
Right.
And he put on her MySpace wall, "Ashley, you rock my world. You hope you win at WrestleMania after a night on the sauce at about 3 a.m."
Why'd you do it?
Funny.
Did you say that to Viscera?
Oh, Big Fish, you rock my you. Hey, I tell you what, he went to rock Mama Benjamin's world that night, didn't he?
Big Vis would rock your world. So.
Well, he wouldn't anymore, would he? Bless him.
I think that's enough of the Brian Panthers match. We praised.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace.
We praised WWE for putting a women's match on, and then all the good work they unravelled quite quickly with this.
The thing is, as well, it's not even for a title.
It's not even. But
I'll tell you what it was for. Let's be honest. It was to pop Vince on it.
Yeah.
When Miz stripping down to her britches. Oh God, it's such good shit. Look at her. Look at the sack.
Was the ratings suffering at this point? Was the ratings
I mean, this isn't going to improve them.
They were in the context of the time, but they would kill for ratings like it now.
What I'm saying is, have they done this because the Attitude Era worked?
Yeah, I think they just didn't know what they were floundering a bit on there. I think Bruce Pritchard says in his podcast, like, it was like, I think a few years before they had the hot lesbian action thing.
Just necessary, yeah.
Yeah, but I think they were, Mel will correct me because he probably listens. Obviously it is because they're the 109th most popular wrestling podcast in the UK.
109, baby.
Yeah, it's got a t-shirt. But I think they were getting around 4 or 5 million. In comparison, like 2 weeks ago, Raw got 1.5 million.
Yeah.
So it wasn't great for the time because it was down from the Attitude Era, but it was a lot better.
Than what it is.
It is. Obviously, TV's changed.
That is true. So enough of that. Back to Shelton's mama. So Shelton and his mama are backstage, and apparently there's a brick in the bag, which I guess we know why he beat Big Miss now with a kick and not a T-bone suplex.
I'm gonna raise a continuity issue.
Go on.
Brick to the head would cause serious damage to Big Miss. It's like the Home Alone injuries. They probably should be dead.
Yeah, 100%. But
you know what I mean? So,
I don't know. I don't think a brick to the head.
No, it's in a bag though, wasn't it? So the sharp
in the bag.
Yeah,
true. That hard.
True.
I don't think I could withstand that.
Then again, we've seen people in wrestling.
If we get 10 more reviews,
Ross gets a brick to the head.
I'll still take a brick to the head in a bag, obviously.
Then again,
Benjamin's mother.
Then again, we've seen Paul Bearer being encased in concrete. So
at this point, Taker has been buried about 15 times.
Yeah. So stranger things have happened.
Also, mankind got thrown off. I don't know where the Hell in a Cell was.
Kane got set on fire.
Yeah.
Ric Flair got hit with a frying pan. So,
So you know what I mean, Peters.
Yeah, fair dues.
Not that bad, is it?
Fair dudes.
We'll move on to the main event then, the Elimination Chamber match. This is a WWE title. So the competitors are, we've got, this is the order that came out. So we've got Kane, he's one half of the tag champions with Big Show, Chris Masters, Carlito, Kurt Angle, John Cena, the champion. He come up before Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels is the last person to enter.
Was that just to emphasise that he was number one and not number two? I guess. Like, you know, if you put him, if you're playing WWE 2K20, well, actually, if you're playing 2K20, then like someone's head would have just appeared like 90 meters away from the rest of the body. But like, if you're playing a game,
if you pay 2K20, you need to stop.
Yeah, and then THQ, you need.
Do you remember when you bought
2K? You need to give my £80 back.
I was gonna say, do you remember when you bought the special edition?
Yeah, well, you know, I've saved money because I've not bought Battlegrounds this year, so fuck that.
It's meant to be alright, that Battlegrounds, actually.
Yeah, and it's only 20 quid, so I might purchase it. If I can get an Xbox Series X at some point.
Get a PlayStation 5.
I can't get any of them at this point. You get what you can. I'd say Luna, no matter anymore.
I've run out of space on my Xbox One, so I've had to buy a hard drive. I've given up in the end.
Build a PC. Become part of the elite like me. The pure
elite
gaming.
The elite. You're gonna flash the too sweet eggs. Yeah, super kick me.
Oh, Christ.
Yeah. Because I'm all elite, and this is for you guys.
He's just going to book himself in the mid event.
So this is all elite. Let's get that graphic. Let's get that graphic up.
Kurt Angle, then, that's interesting. So this is 2006, January 2006. He's
and he's a fucking racist character in this show.
Yeah, he's a racist character in this show. He's still getting cheered. He would go out first in this match. Then he would pick up. Then he would like a week later he would win the World Heavyweight title on SmackDown. He would lose it at WrestleMania. He would then. He had a great feud with the Undertaker. Then he would lose it at WrestleMania. Then he would go on to ECW, and then in August he's gone after having a last match with Sabu on a house show.
I think
he ends up in TNA, doesn't he? Which is
September.
He spends more time in TNA than
TNA
WWE, which I find insane.
I actually think, in ring work wise, this is my favourite version of Angle, bald Angle. Like this, just in.
Oh, Baldy locks himself.
No, what? All right.
See why you like the bald angle.
Oh god.
You've been running your own bald angle.
Hey, I've had to
Everyone says that you like wrestlers who are like yourselves who you can relate. Makes perfect sense.
You've been running the old bald angle for years, haven't you?
I'll tell you what, I bought caffeine shampoo to try and help it. No, I just think this version of Angle in ring
that's
work
like
is
install. Do you know what that is, Peters? That's like putting installing a fire alarm into a house that's already burnt to the ground. It's not helping out, pal.
I don't know. My hair's feeling silky smooth from it. Yeah, in ring work, I think this is the best version of Angle.
I think you look at Angle here. I know he had a lot of other stuff going on behind the scenes.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think he was in a good place, was he?
I think he'd not been fully healthy for quite a while, but you wouldn't have been able to tell, and that's testament to Angle, isn't it?
He was not in a good place. This is the bad place for Kurt, really.
Yeah.
And then he almost drops Carlito on his head.
Yeah, he does.
I think that's Carlito,
though. Someone's too far from the ropes, and they get jammed into the ropes, and he'll take his head off. Christ. So Cena and Michaels start the match. Carlito comes in third. Angle comes in fourth. Shawn Michaels gets proper bust open.
I like how Angle came into the match as well and just suplexed the hell out of everyone.
I thought this match was booked incredibly well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Masters comes in fifth, and he breaks up and attempts of Angle in and Kelly on the ankle lock.
A long ankle lock.
I think that was put on a bit too early, wasn't it?
Well, I think as well that it makes Carlito look strong.
Yeah.
He's held out for that long. Granted, he's not got out of it, and obviously it's hard to get out of it, but I think that makes Carlito look strong.
Yeah, Shawn Michaels eliminates Kurt Angle. Kane comes in sixth. Kane's eliminated by Masters and Carlito together.
Kane's just a bit... And do you know what I mean? He's just in these sort of things. He's more there for show than actually.
He's not going to win though. Yeah, he's like he's there to pad out the field.
It's just it's show, not more than actual substance to him.
If he was a darts player, it'd be Dave Chisnell. He's there.
Is he not doing well?
Maybe he could win. Yeah,
Yeah, went through to the semis this
He
year.
got to the semis instead of the quarters this year, but
Has he been knocked out? Is it finished?
Do you know what he's
finished.
like?
Yeah,
Who won?
the winner was Garen
Garen.
Price.
Oh, I did know that.
Do you know what he's
Thank
like?
I bloody love Garen
Do you know
Price.
what
by the way.
Kane's like?
Congratulations.
Kane's like? He's like England at football tournaments.
Yeah, that's another example. Yeah,
He's the best as
Yeah.
the rest.
they always talk about him winning, but they know that it's not going to really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you
Yeah,
go.
issue with Garen Price.
There's an analogy you didn't think you were going to hear today,
And
isn't it?
it's not the fact that he's real annoying, because he is real annoying, but it's the fact everyone's saying, oh, he's done so well, he's like a dual sport guy. He did fuck all in rugby.
Hey,
He played like Sunday League, didn't he?
No, I played in the Super League, did he not? No, I didn't.
No, he didn't.
No, he played at Twickenham a few times, didn't he, for Wales?
No.
He didn't know. He said he'd give up all his darts for a Welsh cap, didn't he?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
no,
you know,
because Twickenham's the English ground, isn't he? I thought he played at Twickenham in some final or something.
He probably did, like an amateur final, because he played quite. No, he played for. Was it Neath? I can't remember who he played for now. But yeah, anyway, good lad. Yeah, they were laying down a bit thick, really. Like he was a dual sport athlete.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think they were comparing him to Kate Woodhouse, which I guess is the same thing.
That's who's Kets Woodhouse, played in the Premier League and won the British title.
He's got a thing in, hasn't he? He's got some sort of award off the Queen.
BME, hasn't he?
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
BME, did you just call it?
No, that's what it is.
That's a BAM, isn't it?
I thought he had an MBE.
No, I don't
No,
have
he
an
didn't
MBA.
get-
It's
no,
not one of those ones. Like, it says BAM. I think it's BAM.
Yeah, BME, something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, Garen Price, done out. So
He's darts world champion.
because you, well, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, good on him.
Good for him.
Good on him, Gezi. And he's world number one.
Yeah, good.
He
for
could
him.
be a wrestler. He could move on again if he wanted to. He's stacked, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a big lad.
Good for sports. Dying around.
They will do that one day. We'll do all the big darts competitions. Carlito eliminates Shawn Michaels. Cena then gets bust open. Carlito eliminates Chris Masters after low blowing him while Cena's in the master lock.
Why do they always turn him slightly too early?
Cena.
Every time.
Sorry, just going back, he's a BM Woodhouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
There's a great
Cena
bit there.
eliminates
great-
Carlito to
There's a
win.
great bit between Carlito and Masters where they're discussing whether to master lock or cover Cena.
To be fair, the master lock had never been broken at that point, so
No, I know. That's what I mean. It's a really good bit of like, again, just them two working as a team to try and get rid of Cena.
I'm glad that because I think Cena had to win, because I don't think they could have put it on somebody else
And then done the
and then done
No,
the extra.
it'd have just it'd have totally shit on that person.
I'm
wouldn't it?
glad
Them
they
look
did
silly.
I think he could have done it if it was someone established. I think if Shawn Michaels or someone won, it would
Yeah,
have been fine.
okay. What I'm on about
I think
is
a
if
new
Masters or
champion would have
Carlito
worked,
would have won it.
yeah.
Yeah, it would.
I
have
think-
And it would have taken from Edge as well, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, but the way they did it, because if they'd done this 5 years later, Cena would have just FU'd them both.
Yeah.
Been absolutely big. They broke out the master lock and they'd have FU'd them. The way they did it, it was Carlito and Masters falling out, and it paid, which I thought was quite clever. I thought the full Elimination Chamber was booked cleverly.
Yeah, I did. The only thing I don't like is that every time they always turn them slightly too early, don't they? But I guess that heels being heels. It happens in movies, don't it, when the bad guy does something stupid.
Yeah, you could use Carlito's like exuberance and thinking I'm going to get him now.
Yeah.
It's like in the Royal Rumble where they throw the mate out and there's still 15 people left to come in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess at this he thought.
Makes any sense.
So Carlito said, "I've pinned him now. I can beat Cena because he's battered."
I'll tell you where
Yeah.
that doesn't. Which Rumble that doesn't happen in. We'll see it in a couple of weeks. Royal Rumble 2001, the Hardy Boys. They end up against each other. Then when people come out, they sort of wait for the people to come out. And then when they get rid of them, then they start fighting again.
Is this one with
And
Rikishi and Too Cool dance? So it's like 2000.
I think that's 2000.
And then Big Keish throws them both out, don't they? 'Cause they get to
Yeah, I think. Yeah, that's 2000. It's definitely
And then-
not 2001.
And then didn't mention him in his Hall of Fame speech.
Ugh.
Didn't mention who.
Too cool.
Did he not? What? That's the gimmick that
Mm.
made him.
Yeah, didn't mention him once.
No, the gimmick that made him was The Rock.
Did it for The Rock.
That's true.
No, it was the Sultan. The Sultan that did it for me.
I thought it was a head shrinkers, to be fair, when they had that best match ever against Owen Hart and Coco Beware.
That is your favourite tag match of all time.
Yeah.
It's in the archive, viewers. Listen.
Which Tay Peters wax absolute lyrical about.
I like some weird matches when you think about it.
In fact, you started off, it was all right, and then you kept going back to it like it was his greatest match ever.
But when we got back through that pay-per-view, we realised how bad actually some of it was.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's move forward to 2006.
Ultimate favourite one. So John Cena was retained, 28 minutes. It's an absolute bloody mess. And then, this was weird. So Vince comes out. He tells the crowd the night's not over. He wants the cage raising. And Edge is cashing in. And now, you've got Edge's music, you've got the big pop, everybody would have known what's going on, and it's exciting. The crowd was like, what?
I think it's because it's the first one, wasn't it?
Yeah, the first the crowd was so flat.
I don't know if they were flat or just confused. I think nowadays you'd have got a pop like you did at the Rumble.
Yeah, I just think,
I know what you're saying. I do know what you're saying.
it was just, the first one.
I think early weirdness in it. Happens a lot of stuff in it. I think it's just I like the fact that because he gave it to Vince today rather than obviously nowadays to the ref, don't he?
Yeah, but he gave it straight to Vince today.
Yeah. Because I like the fact that the next one after this was Rob Van Dam cashing in advance.
Yeah.
I think nowadays you kind of rely on the surprise cashing a bit too much. You know, heel's going to cash in.
I think the surprise cashing's been done.
Yeah, I just think it would be good if someone was like, do you know what, they cash in at WrestleMania or SummerSlam.
Yeah.
It's just something a bit different.
I think the Money in the Bank needs to go away.
I don't think it does.
I would maybe do a men's one year and a women's the next.
Yeah.
So you've only got one. Because even 2 live matches in one night is a bit much.
Yeah.
Although we could see, I really enjoyed Money in the Bank this year.
I did.
Yeah, this year it was Money in the Building, wasn't it?
Yeah, I thought
everyone really shit it, but I thought it was really good.
I thought it was a stupid winner.
Which one?
Otis.
I thought you meant the female one. Yeah. No, I thought it was funny the fact that Rey Mysterio and Aleister Black both went off the roof.
Right.
And Asuka's
came back the next day.
And Asuka's dancing in the lift as well. I thought it was brilliant. That.
To be fair, it could have well have killed Aleister Black because I've not seen him for a while. Boys.
Yeah. No, I am not sure. Where's he gone?
He's part of the fell out of him.
Yeah, he's gone into the black WWE hole, hasn't he?
But yeah, I think like when Bailey cashed in at Money in the Bank, I was like that.
Yeah, that was different. Kane was the first guy to do that, wasn't it? That's fair. Braun,
Ambrose did it.
Yeah, he did as well, didn't he?
I wish Kennedy would have been able to keep his Money in the Bank all the way to Mania and done it then.
As he was saying, didn't he?
Yeah,
they panicked a little bit apparently and thought his injury was worse than what it was.
They thought he was going to be out forever, didn't they?
Yeah, and obviously came back I think before Mania, didn't he? So it's a bit of a shame really.
He's going to fight then. See if you know this. Who has held the Money in the Bank brief, not cumulatively, for the longest time before cashing it in?
I think I know it. It's Carmella, isn't it?
It's Carmella.
Yeah.
287 days.
Oh, I was thinking of a male. Sorry, I was thinking of Sandow maybe.
Could be Edge, isn't it? This one was like nearly a year because it was at WrestleMania, wasn't it?
This one was a while, yeah.
Yeah. This will be up there. But then I suppose his second run as well will have thingied. Not been long.
Yeah.
So yeah, Carmella, longest. And she won it twice, didn't she? Well, Jim's won the first one.
Yeah, it's really well.
Fucking hell.
That actually reached like actual news, didn't it? I remember someone at work asked me what happened because they'd seen it on Sky News.
That means the first women's Money in the Bank was won by a bloke.
I was a bit like, yeah, well, they had this like first ever women's match, and bloke won it. Like, that's what happened.
Christ. So Edge against John Cena for the WWE title. I think it was 1 minute. Edge just beats the ref makes Edge Cena stand up, which I don't like because that's not part of it. Which they bring in sometimes. That's what Baron Corbin is.
And there was one time where Daniel Bryan's got invalidated on it because Mike Henry wasn't fit to compete, but that's the whole idea behind it.
Yeah. Have it any time. Like the Baron Corbin one where he lost it, the refs wouldn't let him pin him when it was properly when Jinder Mahal was laid out.
Yeah. And
then he ended up losing it, which is just it's not a thing. He just beats the crap out of him, tries a few pins, spears him, Cena kicks out at 2. Edge
that was so good that because you're thinking then, oh my god, he's actually not going to win this title.
Imagine if he didn't. That
I know, that's what I mean, yeah.
He would have killed the gimmick the first time around.
Yeah, definitely.
Who was the first person to...
Sandow.
No,
Is
not
that-
true.
No, it was Cena, wasn't it?
Cena won, but he won by DQ.
Yeah.
So
It was a Raw 1000, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Sandow was the first person to lose, but
So,
Cena was the first person to cash in and not win the title.
And then Corbin was the second person to lose.
Corbin was the second person to lose. Strowman wasted his.
Yeah, that was weird. Braun Strowman's.
Yeah. But he... no contest in a Hell in a Cell. Fuming.
Just don't.
And that wasn't even the worst one.
There's two, weren't there? There's a bit... We've only just recently got back to Hell in a Cell, where there's been a clean...
I feel like everyone forgets that, like, the Seth Rollins Fiend match, Randy Orton versus Jeff Hardy earlier in the night, it was the no contest as well.
Was that no contest? Because Randy Orton
I think he ended up insisting on a pin, didn't he? But I'm pretty sure the referee called it off or was going to call it off.
But he started lifting the cage, didn't he? And Orton was shouting, no, pin him.
Yeah.
And that what Jeff Hardy was fall from the top. He's done miles worse things than that.
I don't know why we just randomly started talking about Hell in a Cells, but I hate the red cell.
Yeah, I hate the red cell.
It looks so shit.
We've said this many a time.
It just looks... I mean, obviously they're doing it to sell more toys, I assume, but it looks terrible.
Yeah.
Big Dave gave the Elimination Chamber 3.5, which I think is a little bit low.
I'd give it 4, maybe.
And he's rated the Cena Edge match with 1. I don't think it needs to be rated.
It's an angle. This is the thing. It's an angle.
Does he have a rule? I think, is there a time limit on like when he'll rate something and when he won't?
Well, it's only 1 minute.
He has
46.
strange rules, doesn't he? He wouldn't. He doesn't rate. He didn't rate the Edge versus Orton match at Backlash this year because it was edited or something, and it wasn't fair on other people, as if they fucking give a shit. But it wasn't fair on other wrestlers who didn't have their matches edited, apparently. As if like, well, actually, they probably do care. Like, you know, you imagine, like,
yeah, they probably care. Unless
I mean, AEW set up matches to get 5 stars, don't they? Like when they do 45-minute fucking Young Bucks and Revival matches.
That's what I was looking up for him. Any of them world champion yet?
Yeah, I don't know. They're happy. They're happy, aren't they?
They're still in the same position as in WWE.
Yeah, they are. And there's a lot of people go out there, but yeah, they're happy. I think.
You've already said there's loads of when everyone moves across is in the same position.
Mm-hmm.
Apart from the guy who wins it.
Yeah.
But yeah, he gave it 1 star. I think it's harsh to.
It just doesn't need. It doesn't need. No, because this was the issue with the rating system. It doesn't.
You won't get wound up this year, Ross. You won't get wound up.
I am.
Second show.
Wound up already.
It's wound up. It's rushed.
Is it? Because it's just doesn't make sense. Like the first match, the Edge Flair one, that was an angle as well, just an extended angle.
Yeah.
It was obviously never going to be. It was not meant to be a 5-star match. If every match was 5-star match, pay-per-view would be fucking real boring.
Yeah, it would, because you see that on some New Japan ones there sometimes.
It goes on for too long.
I don't know what it is. Like
longevity in a match doesn't make it brilliant. Just because it goes an hour doesn't make it great.
Yeah, it's I don't know like what Dave likes and what he doesn't like. Well, I think I've got an idea, but it's kind of, you know, like when we see all these, when we get to these random WCW matches and it's like a, you know, like I'm actually, we wouldn't even notice really, but it's like, oh, that one got 4.5 stars. You know, like obviously just Dave's got is it's if you just see it as like one fan's opinion, it's fine, isn't it? It's just I think people put too much stock into it. It's like,
you know what it is? WWE putting the star rating on that match on the game.
Yeah, I always do try to get 5 stars on that. Essentially, I cancel the pin if I'm only at 3 stars because you know you want a good match, don't you?
Is that a good match then? If you cancelled the pin early and just carried on when you didn't need to?
Yeah, you just carry on beating him up there. Yeah, I end up losing it. It's really annoying. But you get 5 stars. Worth it. I want 6 stars next. They should do that as a little Easter egg. Like if you play in a Japan arena, you should be able to get 6 stars.
Yeah, God. That's it then. That's the pay-per-view. Edge is the champion and he cries. It's really emotional.
Yeah.
Then we seen Cena back up the ramp, crimson masked, and he'll win it back in like 2 weeks.
You know, he had the plaster on his head. Do you reckon he had already bladed?
I don't know. Because I don't know what happened.
I saw it straight away, and I was like, is he bladed and just done it wrong? So he's put a plaster on his head, or because they didn't really mention it, did they? You know, like if it was part of
He
the
was
story.
bleeding before he got properly bust open, wasn't he?
Yeah, because I was thinking if it was part of the storyline, would he mention that he's got a plaster on his head because so and so beat him up or hit him with a wrench?
Oh, maybe he just banged his head
Maybe,
or
yeah.
something before he
Yeah.
went.
Maybe he just noted a door on his way to the ring. Go back.
I don't know. Dave Peters, New Year's Revolution 2006. Sum it up.
Not as good as what I remember.
There's a lot of
thought the-
drops.
We're going to go back to the sandwich. Bread was fine, top and bottom, middle, dry.
Dog shit.
Yeah, it was dry. needed a bit of sauce, needed a bit of swaz on it. Yeah, wasn't the best.
6.5?
No, I don't know. It's hard because I really liked the opening two. I say really liked. I enjoyed the opening two matches. I enjoyed the silly little segments with Big Vis. Because it just broke it up a little bit, and I really enjoyed the last, obviously the Elimination Chamber and the Edge moment.
And the match before that as well.
No.
Alluded.
Yeah, fuck it. 6.5.
6.5. Just done it.
6.5 for a change. Some things never change, do they? Dave Peters given.
It's darkest before the dawn, or whatever we're calling.
Lou, what would you give this out of 10?
Do you know what? I think I'd probably tend to agree with the old the boy Peters over there.
6.5.
I think, I think it was like a raw. I was gonna say a long raw episode, but
I mean that's
it's like a raw episode, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot of filler. I would say almost like at the time
killers,
it was not all filler, no killer.
To be fair, there wasn't. He was on
No,
SmackDown.
I was just teeing myself up for that. You took it. But yeah, it was. I just really want to see it for Edge's catching, because obviously, as we've discussed many times on this podcast, Edge is my all-time favorite. It was his first. Yeah, it was his first.
I'd give this.
Title, and, so it was just for that. I was glad I finally got around to watching it. But the rest of the show was like a raw episode, a good raw episode.
I'd give this a 4 out of 10.
I'd just also like to say it's hard when you've got the Royal Rumble at the end of the month, which then sets up your WrestleMania stuff. I think it's a hard place to put.
This is probably why they don't do it anymore.
Yeah. There's only one more after this one, because I think they got up to like 14, 15 pay-per-views a year.
Yeah.
And obviously when it went back to Triban, it was just unnecessary.
Yeah.
I did like I kind of like the set with the dragon.
With the
dragon was weird, but I digged it.
I liked it.
Yeah.
I had no problem with it.
I do like that Elimination Chamber screen that they used for like everything when it was Elimination Chamber at that point.
Yeah. I would give this a 4 out of 10. I thought that the last match was good. Well, the Elimination Chamber match I quite enjoyed. I didn't even think the cash-in was that good, but it was the first one, so I'll let them off. But the rest was just is what it is, isn't it? I'm never going to watch it again.
No, it's not a classic that you go back to.
I think I prefer the year before.
I think the middle of this pay-per-view was incredibly boring. Ric Flair and Edge was alright, but it got like 7 minutes, so can you say it's that? So there we go. That was it. Next week then, I'm excited for this. We're doing a showcase on Batista. Big Batista boy with the Batista bombs.
I beg your pardon?
The Batista boy.
Right, okay.
Jax the Destroyer. Yeah, top
so
5.
I have actually, it's one of my
time.
matches. I've actually picked Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1.
I'm not doing it.
What?
I'm not watching it.
Batista's best moments.
Yeah, not Drax, Batista.
Same guy, innit?
The only moment I'll let you have is Mike Adamle coming into the ring. How you doing, Dave?
Do I make that choice? Yeah, we'll see. We'll do a variety of matches across this 6 matches in it.
Yeah, 6. We'll do 6. Like we've done in the past with Mick Foley and William Regal, a showcase of their career. Our favourite matches. I mean, we've watched a really good one, anyhow. The Batista Shawn Michaels stretching match. Remember that? That was a good one.
Yeah.
But we won't be picking that one because we've already done it. You can find that in the archives at One Night Stand Away. Ted Peters, excited for Batista?
Yeah, do you know what? We've not really covered him all that much, particularly, have we? So I wouldn't have said. So yeah, I think we've got some good stuff to look forward to.
Lou, are you disappointed now you won't be able to watch Marvel?
Well, I don't think we've quite agreed on the rules yet, have we? So
Watch Marvel in your spare time, isn't it?
what are the rules, brother?
What are the rules, brother?
So yeah, we'll clarify that.
Oh god, I missed the trick of that. I should do that in the Elimination Chamber, shouldn't I?
Yep. Any new match type? You got to explain the rules.
Well, we have done Elimination Chamber before.
No, we haven't. Russ. I think you're fine if you did an extreme Elimination Chamber. Very different match
I can't
type.
believe that was this year.
Very different match type, and one was good, one was not.
That was the bookends. These two reviews were the bookends of 2006.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good shit in 2006.
Yeah, that was probably when they started doing too many Elimination Chambers, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. But the week after, so in 2 weeks' time, is Royal Rumble season, baby. We're doing Royal Rumble 2001. Ted Peters, I know you're incredibly excited for this.
Oh yes, this is my first pay-per-view that I remember watching. So I am very, 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 very excited for this. I've watched this a lot.
All right.
The Hardcore Rumble, baby.
Yeah, this is the Rumble before Invasion, so it's got some of the ECW guys in there before the Alliance.
We have Taz in there.
Taz. Raven brings out all the weapons, doesn't he?
Yes.
I believe he does, yeah.
Yep.
We
see Drew Carey as well.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. I remember watching it on Channel 4.
Yeah,
when he used to they used to put it on tape delay and put the adverts in, didn't they?
Yeah.
We also have.
So yeah.
We also
I don't think I've watched it since.
Jericho Benoit ladder match for the IC title, which is exquisite.
Can't enjoy him though, can you?
No, you will.
No, now he's in AEW. It's just annoying, isn't
he? Yeah. Stop listening to this podcast. But don't listen to this podcast. We're 109. If we're not 108 next week, and Ted Peters is getting sacked.
Yeah, I haven't been sacked on stream yet.
Well, so we're doing well. We're big in Australia. We're 100. Let's say we're
103. 103.
Yeah,
all right, we're all right in Australia then.
So Aussies, you can take a week off from listening.
Americans, come on,
you Americans. You can win a kettle. Can't do that in any other one.
Yeah, Australians have got kettles, right?
Yeah,
I'm guessing so.
They do now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, thanks for the support, but let's get us pushed up the list.
Number one next week.
Let's take Peters gets. To be fair, we're probably number one.
We're coming after you, Conrad.
We can make a demographic where we're number one. Cause that's what you need to do, isn't it? Where you win that. Then you say that one's key.
Yeah, number one in Hull. We're not.
Yeah, probably.
Also,
probably.
Podcast.
So, I don't know.
We're just going to pretend that didn't happen. Is that Ted Peters or is that Lou?
It was me.
I thought so just in the mic.
Oh.
I was going to pretend it won't happen. Yeah, just.
Well, I don't know. A better way to end than that, but you're not getting any self-promotion because of that, Peters.
So it's on TV/Bell Nation, Bell Nation on YouTube.
Oh, God, I hate that.
RL92 and Bell Nation on Twitter.
I have to edit these after Peter's already edited them.
I hate that he's wearing the vest now.
Yeah, what's going on? Switch his sleeves up.
You look like the shit drummer in some band.
You look like you were in the US Capitol like 2 days ago. That's what you look like right now.
I'm giving you a sexy small shoulder.
Oh, thank God this is audio only. Because that is horrendous.
Look at the t-shirts on. Even in January, I've got a stupid t-shirt on.
Guys, that's because you get tanned by a light bulb.
That's true.
Lou, right, enough of that clown. Where can we find you?
Yeah, you can find me out the Mark. I'm on Twitter and Instagram.
You can find me on Twitter at TheRossM. You can find us all on Twitter and Instagram at WresAround, WRES around. Find us on Facebook, Wrestling Around Podcast, or on the YouTubes. There's Wrestling Around. I don't know, share, subscribe, and like, and all that.
Like Shub said.
Win a kettle. Well, you don't have to win a kettle. Ask us for a kettle, and you get one.
I have a kettle for when I move out.
No. It's
got a kettle.
It's Americans only.
I don't believe you don't have a kettle.
I'm getting another
I don't
kettle.
believe you're using the saucepan every time you're making.
Imagine the electricity bill. He's not using that. He's using the kettle.
I'm getting another kettle.
Using the microwave.
Oh. On that note,
If you're using somebody else's kettle, too, Peter, it's a bit of cash.
I'm using yours.
Oh, you're not coming around here.
Not loud.
You won't be anyhow. COVID or not. You can send us an email at wrestlingaround@outlook.com and all that. And make us, we want to be at least I don't know,
108.
17th next week. So
Let's crack the top 100. That's the next aim.
Yeah.
Get to the
crack the
100.
top 100. We've done the up 110. People said we wouldn't do it. People were saying one of the
We
things.
proved those
People
people
said
wrong.
we would do it.
Messing
Yeah.
around. You're never going to do 110. Well, we have now, and we're worldwide
Yeah.
as well. So do you remember that clown who
'Cause
said?
we've done it in 2 countries.
Yeah, do you remember that clown who said, "Oh, you guys are like a 104 in Australia"? You know what I mean? That's the best you'll ever hope for. Well, you were wrong, pal. Ross Kemp in America.
Yeah. Like that pal said. There it says. Out there.
So, so thanks everyone for listening to us. Tell a friend, tell anybody you can, and they might win a kettle, and then you'll be the friend for life, I guess. But join us. Thank you very much for being here, Lou.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us, Terry Peters.
Thank you.
And join us next week for Batista.